Hello, we're a couple of minutes late, but it's Crown Jewel time. Is everyone excited? I am. Sorry I wasn't around last night, but I'm here for the duration now. Wow, it's 5 p.m. in the UK, and it's so nice to be doing a stream at a reasonable hour. Anyway, let's have a quick intro. I know Dan did Shotzi last night, so let's have a guy that we all miss.
This is Big E from the new day. Give me that hull, yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
Oh, thanks for that, E. Oh, that was good. So, wow. So I actually watched the Sami Zayn JD McDonough match. I thought that was pretty good. It was it kind of crept up on me. I was planning on doing that on stream, but then I thought I'll wait to the end of the pre-show and we'll take it from there. Believe it or not, I'm actually just gonna load the stream because I haven't done it yet. You think I was? I was carried away watching the pre-show in my front room. But here we go. So we want the WWE Network. Oh, come on, this is my wife's computer. WWE Network, which we still have in the UK. Hang on. Blimey. There we go. Can't get near the computer. Yeah, so thank you for Dan for covering SmackDown for me last night. I was I've had a couple of weird issues this week with sleep, and it wasn't a case of I didn't want to do it. It was purely a case of I couldn't do it. And as frustrating as that sounds, and you know, it is true. So Dan covered for me yesterday, but I'm here now and we're going to do Crown Jewel. Let's jump into the action on the network. Thank God we don't have to use Peacock. There we are. And Seth Rollins, we're getting his package. That could be misconstrued, couldn't it? We're getting his package. We're getting his video. Getting his video package. And Sassy, thank you for doing all the admin while I'm messing around and making naughty jokes. Yeah, it might be a little bit weird. I've been kind of day drinking a little bit, catching up with WWE, TNA, and I'm calling it TNA again now, full on, properly, no more Impact, and AEW. Yeah. Speaking of SmackDown, sorry I've not been here for the past couple of weeks. So last night, again, I have no idea what was wrong with me. Lack of sleep, I suppose. A lot of work on. That might be why. So that's why I wasn't here last night. But thank God to Dan, who jumped on and helped me out. The week before, however, I was at the UK TNA shows. I was at the Coventry one. I don't know if they take that for TV or if they're just going to put it down as a house show. But we saw some cool stuff that night. But that is where I was, representing WrestleSphere, of course, and Gimme A Hull Yeah, to some extent as well. I had my hat on the whole time, but I had all my WrestleSphere merch on everywhere else, so that was pretty cool. Got myself a nice Impact t-shirt. Might be the last Impact t-shirt I ever buy before they go back to being TNA, so that's cool. I kind of thought maybe I shouldn't buy it, but then I realised I have to buy the I Was There t-shirts. Otherwise, you know, what are we doing? So who have we got in? Let's see who we got in. I think we got some of the usual crowd. So we got Mark in. Hi, Mark. Looks like the card has now changed. Seth versus Drew will now open. Nice. Can't argue with that. And you're right, because here we are. Sassy's here as well, doing the admin, saying welcome to the stream. Who else we got? We got Normar in. Hey up, Normar. Got Todd in as well. Hello, Todd. Who else have we got? I imagine we'll have a few more regulars popping in, and hopefully there's some new guys as well. Here we go. Stadium looks good. Rollins entrance. Let's have it. I'm just going to move over here so I can get a better view of the screen. And Seth has got a characteristically flamboyant outfit on. Lots of pyro. Look at them shoulders. So what do we think's happening tonight? I think McIntyre might get this one. I don't know. Or maybe he fails and wins it later down the line. I'm not sure. I think the issue we got is I reckon Roman's retaining. I think Logan wins. So this is babyface, isn't it, at the moment? So they can't, you know, they've been teasing a Seth heel turn. No, a McIntyre heel turn, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, my dog's barking. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? What do you want? Want to go outside? All right, hang on. So this is it, guys. Oh, hello. A wild Dan Hargreaves just appeared. What was that about? He's here. Is he doing some backstage stuff? Is that what you're doing, Dan? He's here. I'm just going to let this stupid dog out. Right, come here, you. Oh, and I've locked the door. Damn it. How professional. Go on. Bloody pest. Right, basically, because this is a middle of the day stream, there'll be stuff going on. That isn't noise going on. Like, my wife isn't here, so I've got the house to myself, but the dogs and the cats are jumping all over the place. So there may be some cat and dog action on this. Oh, hello, Dan. I was just moving you up so you can see the Crown Jewel logo better. Okay. Jump on if you want, mate. Again, if you want to just chill out and watch it at home, that's cool. But if you want to jump on and watch it with me, feel free. This doesn't have to be a solo show. In fact, I kind of like it. So it's up to you, mate. It's up to you. Either way. No pressure either way. And there's McIntyre with his sword, which is named after his late mother. And Mark is saying, oh, hang on. Mark is saying, for me, Drew wins if he isn't re-signed. Oh. Sassy saying, I'm presently in the wine and cigar county in Kennett Square. I will not be here for long. I have a wine tasting dinner and cigar festival. That sounds absolutely awesome. Todd saying, how about Drew gets help from Judgment Day to win? Yeah, well, that's what they've been teasing, isn't it? So maybe, yeah, maybe. Boo, WWE, Logan Paul wins. Build your wrestling stable to be FU. See, oh, now I have the dogs here. Hello, Loki. Hello, mate. My black Labrador has arrived. Hello, mate. Hello. Sassy, I've got to disagree. I actually want Logan Paul to win because again, Rey Mysterio is a legend. We all love him, but I can't help thinking this is like just a bit of a farewell tour for him. It's one final decent title reign where I think Logan Paul gets a lot of eyes on the company. I think he's great in the ring. He's never had a bad match. So I kind of like the idea of, I don't want Logan to win one of the bigger ones. But I don't mind him winning the US title because it's the one title they don't seem to be short of. Oh, my dog's gone out. That's brilliant. They don't seem to be doing a huge amount with, where the other three, there's a lot of cool story invested in it. So if Logan's going to win anything, it does make sense to be the United States one. So I'm all right with it. This will be good, though. This will be a banger. Are you done now, Loki? Are we good? Do you want to see my dog? Say hello, Loki. Say hello. Good lad. Hello, mate. There he is. Right, okay. We've got Finley out there somewhere. It does, but you're right. But I don't know if it's shameful, Sassy, because Logan Paul is a wrestler and is a very, very good one. So like I get you. It's like, because I felt a bit uncomfortable with it at first, but then I had a word on myself and I thought to myself, hang on a minute, like there's no. I get he's not full time, but neither is Roman Reigns. We are in the era now of, there are titles that are full time, there are titles that are not. Right, oh, hang on. I'm going to shut this door. Now both the dogs are in. There we go. Loki's still here with me, aren't you, Loki? Finley's going in there. Hello, Finley. What are you doing? Yes, he is named after somewhat Fit Finley and Finn Balor. Somewhat. Go in there and wrestle. Watching wrestling in here. Bugger off. Never worked with dogs, children, and whatever else. So Dan is saying, I'm off out now, going to a theatre show. Look at you. Well, we're watching pantomime here, playing out in Saudi Arabia, mate. Sassy saying hi to my dog. You're still here, sat by my feet, aren't you, pal? Loyalty money can't buy this, isn't it, look? Right. Heard Gunther is not there because of visa issues. See, I'm glad you said that, Mark, because like my one problem with this card, it's a really good card. It's, like honestly, it might be the best Saudi Arabia card we've ever had. But I'm like, the three other belts for the men's, of course, the other three other men's belts are on it. But Gunther, in my in my opinion, Gunther, his title reign is more interesting than Seth's and Rey Mysterio's put together. So it just is. Like Roman Reigns is obviously the number one right now, but this Gunther title reign is absolutely awesome. So yeah, Gunther not being on the card really annoyed me. I thought like Miz versus Gunther might have been a really good. I thought they were building that up to stick it on the pre-show or something. That would have been fine, but no, it's. But if it's visa issues, then fair enough. And at least we got this. I want WWE to start utilizing kickoff shows again. Like it was nice to see Sami Zayn. Obviously, Sami Zayn has a bit of a complicated history with Saudi Arabia and being allowed to wrestle there. But at least now that that's resolved, at least they put him on the show in some form. And even putting him on the kickoff show is a cracking idea because it gets the crowd. The crowd love him there, don't they? So, so yeah, I'm a fan of pre-shows WWE. Let's get them back. Let's get more. Like even like WrestleMania, me and the boys were at WrestleMania this year. There was no kickoff show. It was like, dude, come on now. Like we were sat there for hours. We all just got drunk, and we were half cut by the time the show started. Weren't we, Dan Hargreaves? Logan Paul is a celebrity who wrestles as a means to get attention. See, I have to disagree. I think he's very good at it. If he was crap, I just put on bad matches, I'd be the first to say, sod off, go away, Logan Paul, get away from my wrestling. But he's not. He's very, very good. And we don't have to like him as a person or even as a wrestler because he's a heel. We can boo him. We can call him every name under the sun. They made him a heel because he is slappable. and I want my heels to genuinely get heat with me, but I think it's time for us to accept Logan Paul. I'm all right with him. It can't just be the same three people over and over again. Like Rollins, Roman. It's he's again point to me to a Logan Paul match that was bad. Someone tell me which one was bad. Because as far as I'm aware, he hasn't had any bad matches. He's good at cutting promos. He's a bit of a dick, and that's what he needs to be as a heel. He wasn't very good as a babyface, although his match with Roman Reigns, last Crown Jewel, I thought was awesome. But anyway, that's just me. By the way, I want you to know I'm no Logan Paul apologist. I have no interest in his podcast or anything else he ever does. Loki, why don't you go have a nap, mate? So let's have a look at some comments because I've been yabbering on. Norma says, much better storylines, but the belt, if it's on Logan's way, especially if Dom comes out and helps Logan win. Yeah, that's what I mean. What's Ray going to do? Carry it all the way to Mania? I doubt it. I think it's time Roman loses. He's pathetic, ain't nothing about his family and cheats to win. I agree, Matthew Lincoln, but that's the story they're telling. And I think that'll be the story they're telling until Roman Reigns gets to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes. And he has no more family to support him because they've all turned their back on him. I'm telling you now, you've all heard me fantasy book this 100,000 times. I'm going to do it again. I'm also going to do a banner. Oh, sugar. Got to do a poll as well. So let's do that. Right, let's quickly do a poll, shall we? And then we'll do a banner. Okay. Oh, look, there's my live stream. Nice. Aha, some of my colleagues as well. There we go. So start a poll. Who wins? Seth Rollins. Okay. So the poll is live. Hassan hasn't arrived and asked me for one yet. So wherever you are, Hassan, I'm thinking of you. Okay, so banner. Let's do that quickly. Loki, get off. I think Loki thinks I'm talking to him. Seth Rollins. Boom. We have a banner and a poll. Okay. Sassy says, see you later. Breakfast was crab, shrimp, omelette with hash browns, bacon, and biscuits. That sounds so amazing. Oh, I had the worst food day ever. New Japan Wrestling Power Struggle was excellent, worth watching. Yeah, 100%. That'll be my next protocol. So much wrestling to watch this week. Logan wins. We'll put more people on seats and watch the shows. Yeah, but and that's a great argument as well. But it shouldn't be the only argument. Like, his match quality should come into it, and his match quality is good. I keep saying if Logan Paul was awful, I'd be like, ugh, get this guy off, get this bloody YouTube guy off my, that's irony, isn't it? Off my TV. Again, but he's good. And I've said to people 1,000 times, point to a match that wasn't good. No one can because they were all good. But anyway, so says, bye everyone. See you guys. AEW. I'm on vacation until Tuesday. All right, awesome. Well, we'll see you when Ant does Dynamite. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I would rather watch Logan than Theory. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of get you. Although I do think Theory is the future, where Logan, not so much. I don't know. Logan's much improved version of the Buckshot Lariat is one fine wrestling move. Yeah, he arguably does it better than somebody else who uses that move. I'm sorry, he does. He just does. Watch the two guys do it and compare it. It's a shame, but it's true. Why have we just got some blue on the banner there? Let's change that to some kind of weird green color, shall we? Make it darker. That'll do. There you go, Norma. You're in green, mate. Boom. Okay. So thank you for joining us. Again, we have a small community, small but dedicated community. Norma saying it looks awesome because he's so much bigger than the other guy. Yeah, I suppose so. He's not small, is he? And say what you want about Logan Paul. Look, I know he's only a white collar boxer. I get he's not even an amateur boxer. He's a celebrity boxer. Even amateur boxers will point and laugh at people like KSI and Logan Paul. But at least he does legitimately fight people. Like, sorry, he does. He he's wrestled some big stars, some guys who are legit. So, and dare I say, that's more than half of the WWE roster have ever done. So, and I'm a wrestling fan way more than a boxing and MMA fan. Everybody knows that. But the guy's legit, and I'm just waiting to see an argument that stands up about why he's bad and why he shouldn't be there. Because the YouTube guy and the part-time thing doesn't stack up anymore, especially when Roman Reigns and before him, Brock Lesnar have been doing it for years. So there we are. This is good, though. I'm looking forward to watching this back when I'm not streaming. But we are second match so far, and it's already looking good. Is it me, or is this stadium smaller than the other one they use sometimes? Do you know what I mean? Have my dogs come to settle down? That's good. It's nice and warm in here tonight. I didn't want to have a jumper on the whole time. I wanted to crank out my Bray Wyatt t-shirt, which I'm super proud of. I don't want to take it off. This year for Christmas Day, I'll be wearing a WWE Bray Wyatt Christmas jumper as well, in honor of the late Bray. Oh. Oh, only just a kick out. So it's quite early in the afternoon for you guys. It's 5:20 for me here in the UK, which is just weird. It's nice to be doing a stream at a more reasonable time, you know? It's quite chilled out. So it's just me tonight as well. So I don't know what I would have done if it was just if I'd done SmackDown. To be fair, I probably could have got away with doing SmackDown last night and done this. if I hadn't just been exhausted. I went to sleep at about 10 p.m. and I woke up at about 10 a.m. So I think I had about 12 hours sleep, which is ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm that tired. I might still be recovering from last weekend where we went away and did all the cool Impact stuff. Hi, Michael. Says, hi, Sam. It's been a while. How are you? I'm all right, Michael. I'm sorry I've been away for 2 weeks. It was, I had some TNA stuff to do. One of something really cool as well. I was sat a couple of seats away from Gail Kim. Like, she was just a couple of seats to my left, which was just awesome. I was starstruck. My wife didn't know who Gail Kim was. And I was like, she's married to Robert Irvine. And she was like, who's that? I was like, the TV chef. Come on now. Anyway, but yeah, I was so happy. And I didn't even have the stones to walk up to her and say, hi, Gail. Because I have spoken to her over interviews and streams loads of times now. But I do it in WrestleSphere mode rather than Gimme A Hull Yeah mode. So I had that on. And let's be honest, she'll speak to hundreds of journalists in a given month. So, but it is nice when someone does recognise you and does, say hello. For example, I think when the boys did a meet and greet with McIntyre at WrestleMania weekend, me and Dom couldn't go because of WrestleSphere. It gets in the way of the fan meet and greet stuff we can't do because we're journalists. And that's the life we've chosen. But because Dan and Ant are just are podcasters and do this, there was absolutely nothing stopping them going to do the meet and greet. Officially they're fans first and foremost, so they went and did it. And apparently McIntyre remembered Dom, so that was pretty cool. Because obviously Dom had interviewed him a few months prior, and no one ever forgets Dom, do they? The guy's super. Todd is saying it's 1:26 in the afternoon here, so that's mad, isn't it, having a pay-per-view at that time? Kind of shuts the I think time zones kind of shuts the flat earthers up, doesn't it? I'd love to know their argument against that. Michael saying, "How's TNA? Saw pictures from your Twitter account. I don't know what X is, Michael. I'm fully aware of what Twitter is, but I don't know what this X thing you speak of is." Yeah, no, it was cool. It was a good show. Frankie Kazarian took a little bit of a pop at AEW, which made everybody go ooh. But it was really a motivational thing about how excited he is to have TNA back. No, it was lovely. It was a great trip. We you see those food pictures I put on before. We ate like kings before we went in there. Had a few cocktails because I got a message from TNA's PAs, got that PRs, sorry. Bloody hell, try saying that when you're drunk. And they were like, so there's no press opportunities this time. So basically, you're just here to watch for your written reviews and stuff later. And I went, oh, okay. That means I can have a few beers. Oh, baby. It was great. So yeah, we had fun. It was like WrestleMania all over again. No press, just beer. Speaking of which... I'm channeling my inner Mance Warner, drinking light beer. If you know, you know. But yes, Michael, it was great fun, and I can't wait to do it again because apparently they're coming back next year, and I think next year we'll be going to Newcastle to see them. So that'd be fun. Although we'll be for some reason every bloody wrestling journalist in the UK lives in Newcastle, so I'll be wading through What Culture and Cultaholic guys probably to get near the talent. But what are you going to do? They've been very nice to us in the past, especially at Clash at the Castle, and Money in the Bank as well. I think they were very friendly. Oh, Todd is saying, Sam, what type of light beer are you drinking? It's just a Bud Light, Todd. It's just a bog standard Bud. I like it because it's only like 3% alcohol, so I can drink about 10 of them and still be all right. Because in the UK, 10 beers for us is like having a coffee, That's the only thing giving my writing any credibility. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I love Bud Light. I'm a big fan. I don't really drink it in the pub. I'll probably drink something a little bit more hoppy in the pub, a little bit more heavy, probably like a bitter or something. But I do love Bud Light as it's TV beer, it's wrestling beer. Michael is saying, have you been playing anything new? Also ready for the Game Awards next month? Yeah, I've been playing a ton of stuff. I've had to do a ton of Diablo 4 Season 2 because that's just like my thing to manage at work. So that's been good. I did Lords of the Fallen, loved that. Wrote the review for it. I've just done the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Yeah, you have a look and wait to see what I say about that. Got to be careful what I say. Oh, 2. Still 2 count. What's the last thing I did? I'm gonna have to look. Right, what's the last thing? Oh, Alan Wake, of course. Alan Wake was the thing I think I last played as well. That was awesome. I didn't get to write the review to Deserto for Alan Wake. That was handled by the Australian team, but I did write it for Soundsphere for Dom, and I will be writing the Modern Warfare review for Dom as well, just for the campaign. I couldn't give stuff about the online, but I think that's something that needs saying. So I'm looking forward to that. At the moment, I'm not playing anything for work other than Diablo, really. So I'm waiting for them to kind of assign me something. But we're at the point where the mad release window of games has kind of gone easy. Like we've had summer to now, it's just been mental. So we can kind of breathe. Oh my God, Rollins, that was awesome. But oh, Claymore. Oh no, he kicked out. Oh my God. I thought he had him. My best friend loves Lords of the Fallen. Can't wait to Ultra Pro Wrestling next year. What's Ultra Pro? I need you to tell me what that is, Michael. I don't know what that is. But yeah, Lords of the Fallen is wicked. It's like Dark Souls, unofficial Dark Souls 4. It's just awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's not like quite on the same level as Elden Ring, but Elden Ring was a very different kind of thing where this is like an old school Dark Souls experience. So for that alone, it's just great, worth playing. And you might not know this, anyone in America, but it's the 5th of November tomorrow. Well, obviously, you know it's the 5th of November tomorrow, but which means it's bonfire night, like Guy Fawkes night in the UK tomorrow. But because it's a Sunday night, everyone's kind of having their 5th of November parties tonight. So you might hear a lot of banging and fireworks behind me because that's what we do this time of year. It's fun. The history is because they, about 500 years ago, they tried blowing up the king and all the politicians, and they failed. So now we celebrate their murder and torture with bonfires and fireworks. And all I know is my dogs hate it. So I've got both my cats and all my dogs in and relaxing. Seth's curb stomp didn't finish Drew. Not a good sign. Yeah. And Drew's finisher didn't finish him either, though. Nope. Seth wins. I must have missed that. So this is interesting, isn't it? Second one did the job. So I'm looking forward, Mark, to watching it back because obviously I've been yakking on here, so I haven't fully seen all of it really. You never watch a pay-per-view when you're streaming until you watch it the second time. But where do they go from here with McIntyre? You know, I thought that Claymore was going to do it. It seemed all right. Was it a bit of a dull match in your opinion? It looked kind of a little bit by the numbers, but it looked all right from what I saw. Who we got next? It's crazy to think by 8 o'clock I'll be done with this pay-per-view. It's weird, really. Seth has got away with it. I'm interested to see where they go, though, with McIntyre now. Hello? What's happening here? Is he cashing in? Do you know, Mark, that's such a good way to live. You know, I'm of the view that phones ruin TV. Does my head in when I'm watching something with my wife, and she'll go, "What just happened?" Because she's been dicking around on Instagram. Oh, what the hell, Sammy? Yes, Sammy ruined the cash in. Yes, go on, Sammy. Priest is livid. See, I thought that was a bit too easy. I know that was awesome. Sorry, Michael, you were saying Drew needs to be in Judgment Day. Do you think? Don't they already have a big angry guy? I mean, he just lost his cash in. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of. I actually don't want Drew to turn heel. I prefer him as a babyface. That's just me. I know it kind of seems inevitable, doesn't it? Though? It's a new wrestling game. There's some indie wrestlers, awesome creation suite, unlimited. Oh, okay. Well, I imagine it'll be me reviewing that when the time comes. So we'll find out. It's coming out next year, is it? I'll add that to our schedule and see what the powers that be have to say. See if we can get in contact with the publishers, developers, and get a cheeky code for reviews. Hello, hello. Rhea. Is that the way you want to win, though, Drew? The way all the things Bloodline did to you, you want to go stoop to their level? See, this is going to be awesome. Like, I'm huge Rhea Ripley fan, huge Baszler fan. I like Raquel Rodriguez. Zoe Stark isn't so good on the microphone, but she's great in the ring. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax, like in any way, shape, or form. I'm afraid I'm just not. I'm not a fan of her views on medicine, and I'm certainly not a fan of her view of people getting injured in the ring when they come up against her. You know, she's entertaining enough, though. I'll give her that. I very much liked that story she did with Alexa Bliss, where it was like an anti-bullying story. I thought that could have been really good, but WWE just ham-fisted it by turning a heel too early. Anyway. But Rhea Ripley is one of the best things in WWE right now. Oh, awesome. It's nice to see Nia Jax back. I certainly think she has a place in WWE. Just some of her tweets during the pandemic really riled me up. You know, the idea that a divine creator cares more about her than all the people who died from the pandemic. Anyway, we won't go into that. Apparently, he doesn't make mistakes, but so all those people died were deliberate. Anyway, sorry, that's just me getting political and carried away. I want Shayna or Rhea to win. And I think Rhea retains here because I don't see how she can go on her recruitment spree when she's not the champ. She loses any because right now they're doing this story where she's the major authority figure in Judgment Day. And the question is how long until Priest or Balor get a little bit emasculated by that and have to try and do something about it. So I feel like unless if she's her being the only one to still hold gold, in my opinion, is what makes sense. Let the men get all insecure while she remains the golden goddess of Judgment Day. Sam, have you played Finals Fanatic game? I love it. Finals Fanatic. No, I've played a lot of Final Fantasy, but I've never played Finals Fanatic. I might need you to tell me what it is, Michael. I'm not gonna lie, like what I play gaming wise these days is largely dictated to by work. I did a guest lecture at my old university this week. And one of the questions I've got was, does being a journalist and the things you love, be it gaming or wrestling, get in the way of your enjoyment? And I had to give them an honest answer. My honest answer was, yeah, sometimes. Look at Dom, he's had to take a break from wrestling because it's he's spinning too many plates. So luckily he's got a crew who can help out. But with games, I used to play what I wanted to play when I wanted to play it. Don't work like that anymore. I'm usually playing something for work that I've got to get through in a certain amount of time. And then if I've got any time on top of that, it's usually spent doing something else. So it's a weird one. It's not that it's ruined the gaming for me. It hasn't. But it's taken away a certain element of freedom. You know? Mark saying, thing is, do you put Rhea next Julie Becky? Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? Or what's her name? Jade Cargill's. Jade Cargill's waiting in the wings as well, isn't she? And there's others to consider. Like, Becky Lynch is amazing. Not taking anything away from her. But I'd rather Becky Lynch was in a good story than necessarily in the title picture. Don't mind it being both, but I think Becky Lynch and Charlotte, not necessarily together, but need a good story. Because we know like they can be champs and they will be champs again. Like, look at this thing with Rhea Ripley. It was a good story and the belt has helped. I think that's what I'm about. I don't mind the title picture, but I hate the idea of everybody should be in it just because they're them. Although Becky Lynch is easily one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time, just without a doubt. Here's Nia, looking $1 million, Nia. Had her hair done. I meant the finals, lol. I don't know how Fnatic got in my comments. I didn't mean to write that. The finals is hard to explain. No, what is the finals, guys? I have no idea what it is. I think Jade wins the Rumble. That might be a shout, mate. Raquel. See, Raquel's awesome. Raquel has a back. She always likes us to know she has a back. There we go. Yeah, but I think too many people are sleeping on Raquel. No, I think she's going to be a big star. I hate this idea, though, that they all need to smile all the time. Like, no. Raquel does not need to smile all the time. She needs to glower and look scary. She's here to beat the living crap out of people, not to smile. Like, Shayna's a baby face. She ain't going to be smiling. Don't suit her. She's still a baby face, isn't she, Shayna? I hope so. Because that Ronda Rousey story was wicked. Oh my God, I forgot how bad Saxton was at ring announcer. I want to point out that Nia Jax had one match that's coming back and somehow warrants her getting a title match. Misfit, I've got one thing to say to you. Welcome, by the way. I've got one thing to say to you. Wrestling! Zoe Stark. Looking like the... what is it? The World War Z logo? Or World War Z to you guys. It's kind of like Rainbow Six Siege or Call of Duty. It's free. Well, that'll be why I've not played it, Michael. If it's a free-to-play online game, and like an Apex Call of Duty sort of thing, they probably keep me away from it. They know that's not my bag. Like any review I'll be writing will just be for solely for the campaign of Modern Warfare. We've got other guys handling the online element. I haven't played online Call of Duty since the last Black Ops game. And I'm like, I feel like I've done everything there is to do on like online first-person shooters. They don't surprise me or thrill me anymore. So I kind of stick to my my other games. I love online games, but like Elden Ring and like Lords of the Fallen. But like the whole online Call of Duty, Apex Legends kind of thing, Overwatch, I'm just done with all of that. I feel like I've done it now. I'll be 1 minute, guys. 1 second. Oh, muted. I'm only gonna walk away and come back. I'm only gonna be a second. Okay, so who the hell is this? Special entrance for Rhea, yeah. The Undertaker has arrived. Is this the Saudi Arabian Undertaker? Oh, I can hear fireworks behind me. Shall I open this and you might get to glimpse one or two? Hang on. You might not, but there was, don't ever forget, there was that time where we saw lightning crack behind me. That time me and Don were doing the New Japan stream. That was wicked. Like a massive fork lightning just appeared in that stretch of window. Oh, there she is. The Saudi prince acknowledges Mammy Rhea confirmed. As long as he never acknowledges me, I don't want to be chopped up on an embassy floor. Did I just say that? I apologise. No, I don't. Never forget. Never, ever forget. But anyway. No politics here. No politics here. It's a cool entrance, though. Rhea Ripley is looks $1 million. Oh, I'm shutting that. I'm actually cold again. Screw you, fireworks. Rhea Ripley looks $1 million. Does she not? Which is probably what she's getting paid for this appearance. It would be awesome is if Sammy faces Priest for the briefcase and Sammy wins. Oh, see, I was thinking, could they do something like that? Because they've done that before, haven't they? They had the briefcase pass from one person to another. That would create one hell of a wild card, wouldn't it? But let's not forget, they gave it to Priest for a reason, didn't they? And that reason has been on the cards for a long time now. Rhea should not lose based on that presentation. Do you know what? I've been watching wrestling a long time, and I find two things are true. Either that, or they deliberately do that because they're going to take it off her in ridiculous fashion. You know what I mean? They're like, that's the two. But yeah, I think Rhea retains here. But this should be good. This is pretty exciting. The Ripley taker. See what you did there. Shall we do a poll and see who won the last one, guys? This is so weird to be doing it this time of day. I know I keep saying that, but it is. You think I'd be used to it, don't you? Ooh, Seth Rollins only won that last one by 59%. That's God, it's like Brexit. All right, start a poll. Who wins? See, I haven't got five. The 5 people in this match. Who wins? So Rhea, Nia, Shayna. Add another option. Zoe. I don't think Raquel's winning anyway, so I'm going to have to just do this without Raquel. Sorry, Raquel, but I'm leaving you out. That's horrendous, isn't it? I can't believe I've had to do that. Don't blame me, though. Blame YouTube. Did Nia Jax just leave the ring? Chicken. Yeah, no, you're right, Mark. I could have just done that. Hear fireworks behind me. Can you let me know if you can hear the fireworks? Because I'm very happy I've got all my animals in, because all 4 of them aren't fans. The cats and the dogs are not fans. It's like the bloody Blitz. Right, okay. Let's do a new banner. So we've got Rhea. It is WWE. You don't make my life easy putting all these people in one. Hell. They're not getting surnames, so it'll take too long. Versus. So I spell anyone's name wrong. I do apologise. Versus Rhea, Raquel, Zoe, Shayna. Huge Shayna stan, by the way, guys. Especially because she's a Warhammer fan. And she collects Chaos, so like her favourite army is my favourite army. And she retweeted me the other day, actually, Shayna Baszler. I was well impressed. I said something about how like I love her Chaos Space Marine gear, and she retweeted it. So I was like, oh, awesome. Yes, Rhea is definitely winning in my opinion. I like Jax's hair. Yeah, she's done it a couple of times, hasn't she? That particular hairstyle. No, she just looks good. But she ain't no Rhea Ripley, I'm afraid. I think Shayna would be a good champion when the time comes. And same with Raquel, actually. All of them. All of them apart from Nia. I think Nia had her time. I think Nia just needs to be a brutal heel. Let's not forget, though, without Nia Jax, there is no Becky Lynch being where Becky Lynch is today, you know? I mean, I just think if Nia Jax hadn't have broken her nose and caused that iconic moment where she stood there like with a blood just going everywhere, looking like the guy from the Spartans from 300. Her legend would have struggled to. It would have happened eventually, but it certainly skyrocketed her, didn't it? That moment of controversy. So there you go. Right, let's. So Michael saying I'd Adam Bomb like my comment on X. I don't know what X is, Michael. I know what Twitter is, but I've no idea what this X thing is you keep talking about. No idea at all. I will never stop calling it Twitter. I don't care if Elon Musk has me killed. I'm not going to stop calling it Twitter. How will Rhea outdo that entrance at Elimination Chamber? I think Elimination Chamber doesn't quite need the pomp of Crown Jewel, does it? I think she'll just come out looking mean, get in the chamber, and then when she gets out, she'll kill everyone. If she's even in it. Todd agrees. I think Rhea's going to win this. I do think. If she doesn't, I'll be very shocked. But anyway. Rhea's a great looking new hair too, usually slicked back. Yeah, I think she looks amazing. I don't mean that in a pervy way. I just mean in an objectively awesome way. She looks badass. Observing stuff says, I can't see their booty cheeks for some reason. I can tell you why that is, observing. How very observant of you. But that's because they're in Saudi Arabia. And they're not allowed to have bare booty cheeks, as you say, in Saudi Arabia. I won't be expressing any opinions on that either way. But it's the way it is. We're lucky we can have women's matches at all, is what I'm saying. It took several fights with their government to get that to be allowed, you know. Women were only allowed to drive there a few years ago. True story. But again, I'm not criticising their way of life, but just know in my house, me and my wife are equals. We can both have our bum cheeks out anytime we want. And we do. We take full advantage. But it will be with Dom's help. Yeah, surely, Dom. See, I'm hearing Kairi Sane's either coming back for this one or the next one. So we'll see. Misfit probably knows more than I do. I think Misfit pays a lot more attention to the goings-on of Kairi Sane than I do. Every time I see someone say DX versus Brothers of Destruction happened in 2018, I'm like, no, Shawn Michaels retired in 2010. Exactly. I mean, Misfit, who even says that? Who are these people who think that happened? That's an absolutely ridiculous thing to propose because we all know Undertaker retired Shawn Michaels and he hasn't entered the ring ever since. So, quite Misfit, quite who these people are who are saying such things. I would cut them out of your life, mate. Everyone I know calls it X. I called Twitter up until a few days ago, only because everyone corrects me, unfortunately. Then destroy them, Michael. Destroy them. How dare they? I'm deliberately calling it Twitter. I don't care if I get disowned by my parents. I just don't care. I'm not calling it X. It is a stupid name. And Elon Musk, if you're listening, if you ever see this, I will tell you to your face, your baggy, weird face. There you go. Someone clip that and send it directly to him. Because he's the sort of guy who'd like he responds to absolutely everybody, doesn't he, on Twitter? So yeah, no. Another guy, Elon Musk, got some weird views on wrestling. I mean, medicine. But anyway, yeah. Screw you, Elon. I'm calling it Twitter. I don't care how many kitchen sinks you run around carrying. The chamber matches, I think, decide who's facing Rhea and Roman. Yeah, because I mean, surely they can't give the Royal Rumble to Cody again. It would be like they can't just do a complete do-over of that exact same story, can they? Like, look, I completely accept and I'm happy with the idea of Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns again at Mania. I'm down for it, but I don't know if I like the idea of him winning the Rumble and getting there. I'd like him to find another path to it. Maybe whoever wins the Rumble can insert themselves into the match, maybe, or can go after the big gold belt. Can we not just do it that way? I prefer that. We'll see. Observing stuff is giggling at my bum cheeks jokes, I think. Set to return tonight, supposedly for Kyrie. Oh, I hope so. I feel like Shane has got some inspired Warhammer gear. I can soon tell you. I haven't really studied them yet, but there's not much about Warhammer I don't know. So I'll see if I recognise it. Like the eye she wears is the Eye of Horus. So that's anyone who plays or knows anything about Warhammer will know all about the Eye of Horus. Love it or hate it. Rhea Ripley reminds me of Catwoman from Batman Returns a little bit with that gear. Shayna Baszler had 3 submissions at once. Legit badass. Favorite is LA Knight and Dwayne for the Rumble. LA Knight's a great shout. But apparently, and to be fair, it is just true, a lot of the plans that they had for... Because let's remember, in terms of the long-term storytelling, LA Knight wasn't factored into a lot of it until recently, where they had to respond. But a lot of his storylines have been kind of tweaked, and he's also inherited... It sounds quite sad to say, but he's also inherited a few things from Bray Wyatt in terms of booking decisions, which is, it's sad because Bray can't do it, but I suppose there's a massive gaping baby face spot for him to fill. I suppose it's a weird one, isn't it? See, I'm looking at Shayna's gear. I think it's just a black top with white pants. I don't know if there's anything on a t-shirt. I don't know. Because in the past, she's been very intricate with her design. Like, for example, the last Eye of Horus she wore was pre-Horus Heresy, Sons of Horus, which, again, if you know, you know. But if you don't, that's a very interesting version of the eye for her to wear. Because that's before, before they really were chaos in that traditional sense. But anyway, again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, go and read some Warhammer lore. It's awesome. I'm really interested in Ray and Logan match. Will be interference, LWO heel turn. Either way, I think Logan Paul wins, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree, mate. I actually think I'd enjoy that. Well, that makes me sad because Santos Escobar was such a nice guy when we interviewed him. I think the same, Sam. That Rhea looks a lot like Catwoman. I know it's cool. I mean, like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. The OG. Actually, she's not the OG. Nearly the OG Catwoman. There's Rhea won. I keep missing the finish. God damn it. But so far, so good. Oh, hello, Loki. Yeah, Rhea won, mate. Turning my central heating off. It's getting warm in here. My wife's liked the stream. She's at work as well. I wonder if she's watching on her lunch and just is lurking in the comments, hasn't said anything. Jess, if you're lurking, say hi. See, I'm glad Rhea won. I honestly am. Nah, I'm leaving the heat, Okay, Sam. When you say Catwoman, I think of Julian Umar. Showing your age, Todd. When I think of Catwoman, I think of only Halle Berry. No, I'm joking. I have mind bleach for Halle Berry's Catwoman. The most recent Catwoman, I've forgotten her name. She was fantastic, and the one before her in the Nolan verse was very good as well. Hi, Finley. I have doggies. 2 doggies have come to say hello. Haven't you, Loki? From what I've heard, there are no plans for LA Knight or The Rock to win the Royal Rumble. You got to think, haven't you? Whoever was winning the Rumble, that was decided a long time ago. That was decided before last WrestleMania, maybe even longer ago. So unless something, stuff changes all the time in booking decisions, but you've got to think certain decisions, long-term booking, they do that well in advance with the stories that they're telling. Well, they know where they're going. Dom helping Logan to win should be a nice move. Well, they've had Sammy come out twice, haven't they? They've had Sammy not interfering in a match, but interfering in a cash-in, and he's already had his match. So, yeah, maybe. Hasn't been a lot of heat between Dom and Ray lately. Yeah, they've got to keep them apart, don't they? Otherwise, it'll get boring. If they're doing it every week, it'll get boring. They've got to keep them apart before it makes sense to throw them together again. Yay, Rhea wins. Yay, the bad guy won. Rhea wins via waiting for people to do a spot and then doing what she's actually meant to do. Well, mate, if it wins, keeps the belt on her, I'd bloody do it. Jade eyes. I knew Rhea was winning, but I thought Zoe would take the pin. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Who took it? Was it Raquel? It was always going to be her or Zoe, wasn't it? Well, Nia. Surely this means Ray's losing, right? I sincerely hope so. I love Rey Mysterio. I love him. But I want to see what it looks like with Logan Paul having a championship. I want to see, who did Sammy go against? He was on the kickoff show observing stuff against JD McDonough, who we beat soundly. It's only a short match. It was good. Io and Roman retain later. The only title changing hands is the US title. Yeah, that'd be my prediction as well. Now that Rollins hasn't. War Games is official. It certainly is. Shayna got pinned. Oh, man. She'd be the last person I would have pinned. Thank you, guys, for all telling me Shayna got pinned. It was Shayna. Hang on. Who said it? Shayna got pinned. Shayna got pinned. Who else wants to do it? Hopefully Nia will quietly disappear now. Yikes, no more. Maybe she was brought back for this match. No, I think they've... I have my views on her, but I have to be a pro. Because let's be honest, with my job, I could end up face-to-face with her at some point, interviewing her, so I've got to be nice. Solo versus Cena, this should be good. Oh, Tom talks rubbish. Hello, mate. He says, hope you're well, pal. I am, mate. Thank you for joining us. Stick around. If you ever want to come, I'll bring you onto the stream one day, Tom, as well. You have our permission. I'm from Dominant. I mean, I think you have more followers than me these days, Tom. That's for damn sure. Looking forward to seeing my next interview with you go live, Tom. When that might be. Unless it already has. I don't know. I might have missed it. Cena versus Solo. So this will be fun. I think, have we seen this before on TV? I don't know. I really want Cena to win. Yeah. What if he doesn't, though? You know, what if he does? Like, me too, but this old man Cena story, I'm really digging it. I think it's really good storytelling. Although they've kind of low key booked him on a losing streak. John Cena, you know, it bizarre, isn't it? Like he's doing a great job of giving back, though. He really is. Okay, does Cena have a real chance here? I think he does. Last time Cena won a TV match on his own was against the current boss. Oh yeah. I doubt Cena has a chance, but the kid in me has hope. See, it depends what they want to do with him. If they want to try and build him up for something important, then a win here would do wonders. But at the same time, Solo is somebody they have to build into a star in his own right. Cena doesn't need anything anymore, and he's certainly not the sort of guy to go around demanding it anymore. Well, not for about 10 years. But so I don't know. I'm torn on this one. A little bit torn. Interview with Steve and GIR tomorrow. Super nervous. GIR? So I'm a bit slow today, Tom. Tell me what GIR is. I'm very proud for breaking that War Game story before Fightful did. Solo should cut more promos. Whatever you want to do on a Saturday night, Tom, is completely up to you. You'll get no judgment from me. Oh, of course. Oh, he's from Going In Raw. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I thought you were telling me your plans for this evening, but okie dokie. No, nice one, mate. I nearly just said you've done me twice then, Tom, but after my naughty jokes, that could be misconstrued as well. You have interviewed me twice, haven't you? It's been fun. I thank you for that both times. You made my wife famous as well. Not that she needed any bloody help. Maybe Solo tries to attack Cena after the match ends his career, but Cena gets the upper hand and hits double A. Yeah. See, I don't know here. I'm a bit unsure. It depends what they want to do with Cena, and we all know he's got to go back to Hollywood at some point. So long term, a win over Cena will make Solo look great, but they're also in Saudi Arabia, and these Saudi Arabia shows, they do a lot of fan pleasing as well. Well, at least they used to. I don't know if they're quite as predictable with it as they used to be. Oh, look, it's Taz. I mean, Solo Sikoa. See, I love Taz, but I prefer Solo to Taz. I was never a big Taz guy. Cracks me up on commentary on AEW. Don't know what you're talking about, observing stuff. Don't know what you mean. On SmackDown last night, Cena called Solo a bargain basement Taz ripoff. I actually watched it today. I watched it in. I've had a day catching up with wrestling. I'm still not fully caught up, but I watched SmackDown today. It was a good show. The little promo at the beginning of the show between Cena and LA Knight was the best thing, though. Someone get Cena's jet ready. With a Fightful, honestly, don't know. It depends what they want. Good point. They are Saudi. Cena has more of a chance. I mean, like they do a lot of fan pleasing, don't they? They are getting a little bit more edgy though in these Saudi Arabia shows. A little bit more because they used to just be glorified house shows, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? They used to just be like it didn't really matter. Whatever happened was not uncanon, but forgettable. Where they're not like that anymore. Like they are now doing a better job of factoring them into the long-term booking and the storytelling, the feuds. You know, they didn't used to do that. It was almost like they took a night off and did their own thing. So I'm kind of glad they're more consistent now, I have to say. Look at that. fans are happy to see John Cena. And as a man who's seen John Cena live, I can tell you, it's a little bit like going to Disneyland and thinking, oh, I'm going to be stoic. I'm going to be completely stoic. And then Mickey Mouse comes and gives you a hug and you're not stoic. It's a bit like that. Because when I was younger, I was a little bit more, oh, seen enough. Where now I'm like, I want to see no more. I wasn't big on Taz either. I like him on commentary, though, yeah. Don't see this match going past 10 minutes. Nah, me neither, really. Our interview, I mean, Sam. Oh, right, yes, of course. What do you mean when ours goes up? Well, whenever you want, Tom. Whenever's convenient for you. Yeah, Crown Jewel used to be a bit of a throwaway PLE. Yeah, well, they were glorified house shows. That I remember saying that to Dom, and he was like, "Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it." You know, it's like I've actually been to house shows that have had more implications on storylines than go back and look at some of the early Saudi Arabia shows and tell me if they had any implication on storytelling. They all do now, but back in the early days, I don't feel like they're as controversial as they used to be as well. The world is bigger fish to fry at the moment, isn't it? So this is good. Bless him, John Cena. I could see his bald spot from where I was at Mania. Comes to us all, John. Well, a lot of us. I don't think Triple H has made all this so much better to watch. Oh, I do think. Yes. Oh, yeah. Already, Todd, isn't it? Like, I've had people say to me, oh, it doesn't really matter. It's like, no, sorry. When Triple H is solo booking, well, I say solo booking. I mean, when Triple H has the final say over booking and creative, sorry, WWE is better. And if you disagree with that, you're just wrong. For example, SummerSlam last year, all the way to when Vince came back after WrestleMania this year, was brilliant. Then it took a bit of a nosedive after Mania this year, a little bit of a nosedive. And now we're looking good again. But on the flip side, just to counter my own argument, I would say that is generally how WWE goes anyway. When we get to this type of year, things start getting a little bit more exciting as we build towards the Rumble. And after the Rumble, we're on the road to WrestleMania, and everything's always exciting, really exciting. But I feel, and after Mania, every year, there's always a bit of a slump, isn't there? It's just completely unavoidable. It's like going back to work after Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, but I do think I'm just really excited actually to be. Like, I know I say it all the time, and I'm captain positivity, and I probably make a lot of people sick, but I'm really excited by wrestling at the moment. Like just wrestling in general. There's stuff in WWE that I'm just not bothered about, but the stuff in WWE I'm very excited about. I think the Bloodline stuff has not died a death, but it's the lack of Roman Reigns recently has really hindered it. We need that storytelling to start getting better again before we build up to its inevitable conclusion. But I am generally excited for WWE. I think there's a lot to like. AEW, I think there's a lot to like as well. Again, there's stuff that doesn't really do it for me. But there's also then a lot that does. TNA, I'm really excited about the future of TNA. I kind of think of wrestling like, I feel like in my entire life, there's always just been two big wrestling companies, be it WWF and WCW, and then TNA and WWE, then Ring of Honor and WWE, and now AEW and WWE. But I feel like we're at a point, it's hard to count Ring of Honor anymore because they're owned by Tony Khan. So they're almost a sister promotion to AEW. And there's too much overlap at the moment, I'd say as well, Tony, if you're watching. But with TNA making the comeback it's making and the investment that they've got and some of the things that they're planning for the future, It's a really exciting time to be a wrestling fan because it's almost like three-party politics. Wouldn't it be great in all political democracies if we had three parties to choose from rather than two big ones? Wouldn't it give us a lot more choice and depth of opinion? And I think it's the same with wrestling. I love the idea of there being three big ones. I just think it would keep everybody on their toes. People would have a lot more options to where they work. Creatively, it'd be great. And we might then see two a kind of ally against one. So I don't know. I want nothing but the best for AEW, WWE, and TNA. I really do. I want all three to knock it out of the park because wrestling will be better if they do. There's already better than the theory match. Theory match? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. See, I actually kind of enjoyed that, Mark. I really did. I think it's because I was at WrestleMania and I'd had a skin full of beer. Don't blame me. Blame Dan Hargreaves. He was like, look at all this beer, Sam. I spent $60, right, on beer in SoFi Stadium. I went into that little store, bought a few cans, right? $60. I was like, I've only bought a few cans. What are you on about? And then she wanted a tip. You Americans and your tips. She didn't do anything. See, in the UK, we're a lot harsher where it comes to tipping. We tip if you deserve it, not just because you're there. I paid a tip the other night. My wife kicked off at me. I don't think the house shows in St. Louis, Missouri, where I'm from. Oh, they do them. Only live brand shows, maybe. We are special. See, we don't get them in the city that I live outside of observing stuff, but we do get them in Liverpool, Manchester, places like that, which is only an hour away for me to get to. So, like my local city of Preston doesn't, and I've got Blackpool on the other side as well, which is very famous in the wrestling world. So it's where NXT UK had a lot of its pay-per-views. But like, we don't get the big stuff like in Preston or Blackpool. You just wouldn't. But Manchester is considered like the second city of the UK, so that's not far from me. But to be fair, the UK is not a big place. If I wanted to get to London, it's only a few hours, 4 or 5 hours on a train, Less if you're getting like a super speedy bullet train. Wrestling has been entertaining as of late. Exactly. What are you dogs doing? Eh? What are you doing? What are you two doing? You're missing mummy. She'll be home soon. Oh, I just said you're missing mummy, and they both looked up at the door like that. Obviously, their favourite, isn't it? By the way, my friend raised £2,000 for mine. Thank you for sharing the link. Oh, you're welcome, mate. Oh, that's nice. I was going to contribute to it actually, and I forgot, so I am sorry. Hi, Daniel. You okay? Bet it was a shock to see Dan Hargreaves last night in my seat, wasn't it? I miss ECW. Is it weird, Todd, that I don't? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a big hardcore guy, am I? I enjoyed ECW at the time because it was like ECW was the one that all the edgy, geekier kids kind of watched, like. And I always knew when WWE brought it back, it was going to be a bloody disaster. And it was. Apart from Bobby Lashley and CM Punk. They both did very well. So did a few others. But remember the zombie. Is Ray going to retain his US title? I don't think he is, Daniel. I think Logan Paul's taking that off him tonight. That's what I would do. Oh, pardon me. I was confused when Dan turned up in SmackDown. Well, I originally cancelled the stream because of, I'll be honest, it was just a case of I had a few really, really bad nights sleep, like really, really bad. And there was no way I was going to be able to stay up till 3 a.m. There was just no conceivable way. And I was right. I didn't make it past 10 p.m. My wife was watching Big Brother, and I remember the moment that finished, I was like, that those moments before you fall asleep, I was kind of there. But yeah, Dan was like, "Ah, screw it." But then I realised this morning that it was on at midnight, not 1 a.m. So I still wouldn't have been able to do it. But I was like, ah. And who was it? Was it you, Misfit, who was saying, "Oh, Dan and Sam should swap streams"? Not a sniff, mate. I'll tell you why. Mainly because it's not that I don't want to do Raw, because I actually find it quite fun. But it's mostly... Oh, he's going to Samoan spike him. Yeah, of course you're going to miss. It's mostly because, Misfit, if you're listening, I have a Deserto gaming shift on Tuesday morning, and there's just no way. Like, I could not start that at 1 a.m., go to 4 a.m., go to sleep, and then get up in the morning and still manage to walk the dogs, go to the gym, and do a work as a functioning journalist. It just wouldn't work, sadly. That's why you only ever see me do streams very, very late nights if it's a weekend or something like that. Because work comes first, gym comes second, I'm afraid, and everything else, get in line. Dog, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? I never normally have this many visitors. There's a cat behind me as well. I think Bianca beats Io. Oh, I hope not. Don't get me wrong, I love Bianca, but I was so bored of her title reign by the end of it. I do not want to see her hold on. Again, Bianca Belair is one of those people who needs a good story. Doesn't need to just mindlessly hold a belt. Does anyone know what I mean by that? When someone holds a belt and nothing happens. Like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, when they won the tag team belts. What a great moment. What a great feeling. Then what? When they lost them, I was like, oh, thank God. I think LA Knight has more chance of winning than Ray. So none. We all know LA is going to lose. Well, there you go, mate. See, I actually think Ray has more chance than LA Knight tonight because we've already had people at WWE look us in the eyes and tell us what the plan for WrestleMania is. So, which implies Roman ain't losing until Mania. But they could all be lying, and don't think that they don't. They do, even to us. Because at WrestleSphere, we're the anti-dirt sheets. We don't report anything unless it's already factual. We don't report rumor or hyperbole because the amount of dirt sheets who get stuff wrong, like I made a list actually of them a little while ago of all the different stories that have recently come out that all turned out to be BS. And it was like, wow, it made me just want to just unfollow all of the things. So when it comes to WrestleSphere, we only ever report it if it's factual, if it's come from the horse's mouth, or if it's beyond reasonable doubt. We are the anti-dirt sheet, which is probably why we're on the radar of all the big companies already, I think. Because when me and Dom were discussing our strategy, I was a bit all in with the dirt sheet thing. I was like, oh, screw it, let's just report everything. As long as we're well sourced, who cares if it doesn't turn out to be true? We've still done our thing journalistically, and we have a responsibility to report everything that's newsworthy. And Dom's argument was, well, no, because that's what everybody does. They all end up with egg on their face. Let's just report the stuff we know 100% to be factual and see how that works out for us. And my God, I'm glad I listened to him. He was so right. So basically, that and interviews and stuff. So if you ever read something on WrestleSphere that's news, it's come directly from either WWE, AEW, Impact themselves, either from a press release or a conversation. Basically, it's not just well sourced; it's immaculately sourced. We will never report anything that doesn't come true. Anyway, it was weird seeing Simon Miller as a heel at TNA. Well, here's the thing, Michael. I've actually not watched it yet. See, I was at the Coventry show, but I wasn't at the Newcastle one. I nearly was. Next year I might, but I am going to watch that tomorrow. I think Turning Point. I've seen the Glasgow one. That was cool. I don't know next week, because if they do the one from next week, you'll see me in the crowd because I'm like super close to the front. So just look out for a pretty blonde girl and my stupid hat. You'll soon spot us. LA Knight isn't beating Roman. No, I don't think he is. I think there's only one man who can beat Roman. And he's got adrenaline in his soul. I think Bianca beats Io. Jade Cargill comes out and attacks Bianca. Oh, that's actually quite good booking, Daniel. But I think they're going to do kind of like Bianca as like a great white shark swimming in the sea before she comes out and bites, you know? I'm not so sure she's ready to bite. Rock bottom by Cena. I know, sick as. See, Solo just looks like I know he's got the wrestling, the kinesthetic tape or whatever, but it just looks like he's sprained his wrist or something, doesn't it? Oh, he got him! There's a firework behind me. Did you hear that? Tell me you heard that. Did Rhea win? Yeah, mate, she sure did. She did a chokeslam. Whoa. Only time I seen was the Marine movie. Least said the better about the Marine movies. Especially since Miz took over. Oh, hello, Finley. This match is going longer than I expected. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been really good. Now it's better than the Austin Theory match, easily. I've Ava Rain costing LA Knight the match. Now, you could be onto something, Michael, because she hasn't been seen with Gacy recently on NXT. Oh, my Lord. He's just spiking the ever-loving... This is how the right Cena off TV. Did he kick out of that? Is Super Cena back? Should the anchor join the Profits and Bobby? Potentially. Although, are they doing something with B-Fab? I don't know what it is. Something cool happened. Lol, Cena's dead. Yet still kicking out, apparently. Solo, for the love of God, do a different movie. Cena keeps getting up. Yeah, Cena's not winning. Solo wins. Oh, is it done? I thought Cena kicked out. Yeah, Solo wins. Wow. Now that was interesting, wasn't it? That was actually really good. Like, let's be honest, that silenced me for a minute, didn't it? Yeah, I think Cena's dead. That's incredible. So basically, Cena is at the point of his career where he's just putting everybody over. Oh, God, the crowd are absolutely mortified. Careful where you put that thumb, Solo. You don't want to hurt yourself, mate. R.I.P. Cena. Hello, cat. No way you going outside. Oh, that's why my dogs are all in here. The fireworks are going off. Oh. Sorry, Archie, you're not going out either, mate. I'm surrounded by animals in this room. That's big stuff for Solo. He should just be in the running for the IC title. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come off it. I know. Solo just killed Joe Biden. I'm joking. I mean, like, did you see that poster they did, though? Where Cena looked so much like Joe Biden. It was incredible. It was uncanny. Just if there's any doubt, by the way, if I was in America, I would be voting for Joe Biden. And not that big orange turd. Anyway, I'm just going to turn off this thing, guys. 1 second. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, hey, boys. I think Solo beats Gunther. Now that would be cool. But I think we all know what Solo's got a job to do, doesn't he? Solo's job, I think, in this story is to be built up and built up and built up and built up until he. I reckon he Samoan spikes Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I think Roman Reigns gets too big for his boots and starts screaming in Solo's face. I think the referee is down by this point. I think Solo then refuses to help Roman. Samoan spikes him, then leaves Cody, just like Roman at Cody's mercy. That's what I think. But I reckon there needs to be some kind of interference to beat down Cody first, so it's a fair fight. You know what I mean? Or then Roman will be like, you only beat me because of Solo. God, these fireworks. I'm sorry, dogs. You don't like it, do you? You don't like it. You're not a fan. Oh, you're thin. Oh, at least you're up again, Cena. Let's be honest, though. Cena's job now is to do everything he can to help put over younger stars. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Standing ovation for Cena, 100%. Thank you, Cena. Exactly. Ron Duffy, hello, mate. Duffney, apologies, I got your name wrong. Thank you for joining us. We're all a little bit gobsmacked after that, after what happened to Cena there. Hey, look. I'm surrounded by elements. I think Jay and Jimmy at Mania and Solo costs to Roman. Yeah, I potentially see. I thought that as well, but the only thing that's making me change my mind a little bit is I don't know now. I don't know if they're going to do the Usos versus each other a little bit sooner. I think Mania would be a great place to do it, but with the heat they're building between Jay and Jimmy right now, I don't know. Can they spin the wheels all the way until Mania with that? They could do a series, I suppose. There's nothing stopping them doing that. Won't be the first time, would it? Like they've done a series of matches all the way to Mania. Or is it like Ray versus Dominic? Do they make us wait for that? Because it's such an important clash, you know? I mean, Jessica should have stopped it. Solo wins via stoppage would have been better. Yeah, maybe. Would it have buried Cena a bit, though? I mean, winning because you got the absolute crap beaten out of you. So I know what you mean. It's a good point. Oh, they're back in Riyadh in 2024, but in January. All right. They could have Jay eliminate Jimmy from the Rumble, making the match. Yeah, see, as I'm thinking we get a situation where all these guys meet in the ring at the Rumble. But the question is, I think we've got to see how War Games shakes out first. Once we've seen War Games, we'll have a much clearer idea of what they're doing in the Rumble. Oh, The Miz. Well, we know he's... Well, if Gunther comes out, we know he's resolved his visa issues, don't we? Is Miz a babyface at the moment? He feels like a babyface to me. I know he's... Look, I mean, I think we can all agree babyface Miz never works. But... Like, you saw him on Raw the other day, just like fighting the entire of Imperium. Pretty ballsy. I wouldn't have done I would have been out of there. Here comes Mike the Miz. Should the Judgment Day have beaten Jay and Cody for the titles? I don't think they should have. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit interesting, isn't it? I did wonder why it was such a short reign. Was it just to fluff up both men's records? I don't know. It's going to be Grayson Waller, I think. It's a battle of the gobshites. Some game. I always thought they'd be a good match, but they were both gobby heels, so would it work? So yeah, so he's defo a face. I think Michael is they're doing a bit of an experimental face turn with him, but we've had 2 Miz face turns in the past. Who's this guy? Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj. I hope I pronounced that right. They're going to pad this thing out one way or another. Oh, they're doing a Saudi celebrity. What's he famous for? Ah, thank you, mate. Oh, I didn't do it that entire match. Oh, balls. Hide. I had to kill the poll. We didn't do a poll either for that one. No, well. We were too busy communicating, weren't we? The women's poll, however, Rhea Ripley won by a significant margin. I think that he said he's an actor. No idea who he is. Oh, fair enough. I wonder if he's like a soap star over there or something. These dogs are not happy with the fireworks. Is this guy going to get in a fight? That's the whole point of wrestling, is it not? He's probably the latest guy who's going to knock out Miz. The issue is, he's a babyface at the moment, isn't he? Is he going to run this? If he runs him down, then yeah, 100%. But when is Dom's time up in the Judgment Day? I reckon it's a while yet, Daniel. I reckon it's a while. I think Finn and Damian Priest will end up fighting each other before Dom. I think he'll end up getting dumped by Rhea Ripley. And that will be, oh, Grayson Waller, you were right, dude. And I think when that happens, that will be the moment when Judgment Day kind of collapses. But they are shifting a ton of merch at the moment, Judgment Day. So it wouldn't surprise me if they try and spin, even if they make a second generation of Judgment Day. I think they'll keep it going somehow, even without some of the current members. Let's be honest, the original members were Priest, Rhea, and Edge. And Edge is now working for AEW. So I hope this leads to a return or a debut, because personally, I don't care about this segment as of now. Well, me neither, mate. Oh, Waller's taking over Miz TV with the Grayson Waller effect. See, now I'm into it. All right, now that's quite smart, because I've often wondered, like, look at Miz's face. Yeah, Miz is getting cheered. When are we getting Finn versus Priest? See, I'm not sure, Daniel, but you've got to think it's inevitable, don't you? Like, I know we've had it before, but in NXT, have you seen that NXT match, that in your house match in NXT with Balor versus Priest? Amazing. Observing stuff is saying, is it hot in there? It's Saudi Arabia, mate. Yeah, it's hot in there. It's outside. It's an outside stadium, that. So, yeah, it's hot as hell. I love Waller. I'll tell you what, though, in SoFi Stadium, it was like sweltering hot when we all went in there, the guys. But I knew that night, I thought, I know it's going to get nippy in there. It's going to get a bit chilly, and the sun goes down. It's an outside stadium. So I had my WrestleSphere hoodie, and I'm so happy I had it. Because when I put it on, put the hood up, over my hat, and I was so toasty, and I was like, oh, this is nice. This is just right. Oh yeah, Mrs. Defo a face at the moment. I don't know. I'm worried though, because Mrs. face turns never end well, do they? I liked how his feud with the Fiend, God break, is the thing that turned him heel again last time, because I love how they all got corrupted by the Fiend. That was smart as hell. Finn and Priest should come out at 1 and 2 in the Rumble. Ooh, I won't be surprised, if one of them ends up kicking out the other, but one of them ends up being the Iron Man. I know Finn has been the Iron Man before in a Royal Rumble, hasn't he? So I think both of those guys are stars. So I can't wait to see where they both go. I'm looking forward to watching this pay-per-view back. No disrespect without you guys. And without all the dogs and the cats. Hello there. Cocaine spot, NWA pay-per-view could negatively impact the CW deal. I haven't seen that yet. Is that the Sam Hain one? I still need to watch that. I'm a bit behind with NWA, but I bloody love it, so I should really catch up. They are doing the Jericho and Drab Ambrose stop again. Oh, Dean Ambrose. Oh, Drab Ambrose. Oh, you just made a meme without even knowing it. Miz has had enough. Grayson Waller looks like an Australian Tommy Vassetti in that shirt. If you know, you know. See, I knew he'd end up hitting someone. Told you. Everyone liked the video. Yes, do what Daniel says. If you wouldn't mind, guys, while you're on the video on YouTube, if you can press like on it, that'd be great. Really, really, really would be. Because I know you guys tune in every week and you might forget to do that stuff, but the more you do it, the more we can do. Honestly, like you wouldn't believe how much it helps. Same with Facebook. If you jump onto Facebook and like it there, because the more we do that, the more it'll help the algorithm, and the more we can grow the channel. So yeah, please do. Okay, this segment is going on too long now. Yeah, I think you might be right. They had the sinister minister sniff cocaine at the paper. Oh, did they really? Oh, how bizarre. Why, Billy? Why? You know? Cheap plug, by the way, but watch Dom's interview with Billy Corgan on WrestleSphere. Dead good. Fascinating guy to talk to. I can't believe they have a show now while the football is on. I know, Daniel. How dare they? I say I didn't even know there's any football on, but I wouldn't, would I? This was pointless in my opinion. It's a crowd pleaser for the live crowd. We're not going to care, are we? Although Grayson Waller versus The Miz, interesting. People's elbow, the Rock reference, the Saudi elbow. I'm not even surprised with the dumb decision Billy Corgan makes NWA. He makes a lot of good ones too, though, doesn't he? He's a weird one, Billy Corgan. I agree, though. He's not perfect. US title is next. Yeah, baby. The awkward elbow. Lol. Newcastle versus Arsenal. I know Sporzy's a Newcastle boy, isn't he? I think my sister is as well, because she lives in Newcastle. She married a Geordie, so she's been adopted by Newcastle. Yeah, then fireworks. Crazy. Is that YI? Cultaholic could be coming after us, won't they? Hey, stop laughing at our town. So Andy Spore's from Newcastle as well, isn't he? Geordies are the best. Oh, of course, Daniel. I forget you're a Geordie. To our American audience, Geordies are in the northeast of England. So I'm over here in the northwest. So they're over in the northeast, and they have. Who's the biggest celebrity Geordie, Daniel? I'm showing my age. I nearly said Alan Shearer. So who else have we got? Man U won today. See, again, guys, if it's football, if it's British football or soccer, I just won't know. Hargreaves will know, but I won't. Me, dominant, won't know. I promise you that. Ant and Dec, yes. Have Ant and Dec broke America, though? Guys in America, do you know who Ant and Dec are? Fun fact, Dec is actually related to Dixie Carter, the former owner of TNA. and we watched an awesome documentary where Ant and Dec were learning. Don't call it soccer. I'm doing it for the Americans, Mark. I agree. It's football. It always will be. But football to our cousins over the water is kind of rugby with shoulder pads. So, you know, Ray looking like Batman there. Yeah, so in this documentary, so Dec discovers he's related, he's connected to wrestling, and he's like, what? So he goes to meet the person he's related to, and it's only Dixie Bloody Carter. And what's interesting is EC3 wants to do a show or do something with Ant and Dec. He's a big Ant and Dec fan, which is really, really funny because in kayfabe, he's related to one of them. And we all saw Roman Reigns referring to The Rock as his cousin on SmackDown this week. I see you, Roman. By marriage, I suppose. Yeah. Hey, Finn. All right, mate. You don't like fireworks, do you, matey? Cheryl Cole. Yeah, she's up there. Guys, you know who Cheryl Cole is? Girls Aloud. I don't know if they're big in America or not. I know Little Mix are, aren't they? And One Direction both were. The Rock is the real head of the table. You bet your ass he is. You're shaking my desk, Loki. God, they're advertising the ever-loving crap out of Riyadh and the stadium, aren't they? Like, yeah, we get it. Did they do this for London? I don't know. I was in the bloody O2 at the time, so I don't remember. Jay Thirlwell, my friend's auntie. She's a Geordie. Is she a celebrity or something, Daniel? I don't know anything. If it's not wrestling or gaming, I don't know. Wait, what's this? Little Mix. Oh, I see. Oh, right. Awesome. That's crazy. Is that a monster truck? Oh, baby. Oh, no, it's not. It's a Jeep. Oh, it's a desert Jeep. Give me it. Oh, how cool would it be to have a ride in that? Not with Logan, of course. Apologies, guys. That was gross, wasn't it? We're drinking beer like it's going out of fashion today. WWE Experience is just a WWE shop in Saudi. I'm not gonna lie, Mark. The WWE Experience was just a shop in LA and London. I promise you. Like, we went to Mania this year, and they told us halfway through, they were like, "Look, there is no WWE Experience. What do they call it? Access. There is no access this year." Oh, one sec. There we go. Don't burp on camera. There was no access. It was just a big ass store. It was just a warehouse full of t-shirts, basically. Okay. See, they don't do access like they used to. The best WrestleMania access was the year they had Evolve there, and they had like Keith Lee and Austin Theory before they were even signed, doing all these matches. That was the best time to do access. I think they've killed it off now because they don't rub shoulders with all the indies like they used to. That's a shame, that, because when they were rubbing shoulders with WWN almost and Evolve almost became like more WWE. I don't know. Logan is good. Paul is going to win. I actually hope he does. Sassy's going to kill me, but I hope he does. I really want The Rock to win versus Roman, but if Cody win the Rumble of The Rock. See, Andy Sports is absolutely convinced that The Rock is coming to Mania. I'm not so sure. I don't know. I think he likes doing his appearances, but I'm not so sure he's asked about wrestling again. That's just me. So Logan Paul got the most expensive entrance so far. Rhea Ripley got Saudi Arabian Druids. Logan Paul gets a Jeep. That body armor's pretty cool. The big diamond that they've got with all the logos and stuff looks wicked. I feel like it's been a long show. It's been nearly 2 hours, hasn't it? And we're only halfway through. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a hell of a good card on paper. Jesus, it's like World War II out there. My dogs hate it. Guys, do your dogs hate fireworks, by the way? Let me know, because mine are not happy. Hey, Finn, do you want to come up on my knee? Finley, do you want to come up? Come here. Just say hello to the stream. Come on, Finn. You're a bit big, mate, to sit on me. I know. Labradors and German Shepherds are a bit too big to sit on my knee, I'm afraid. But Shelties, however. Come here, Finn. Come on. Go, Finn. Oh, here he is. Oh, there we go. Who wants to see a dog? There is a dog on the stream. Officially a scared dog because he doesn't like fireworks. Isn't that right, Finn? Right? This is my wife's pride and joy, by the way, this little dog. What do you mean? Yeah? You chill out, mate. Not happy. Cody needs to end his story for his dad in Philly. Yeah, I agree, Todd. And then they can move on to something new, can't they? And like even with the Bloodline story, they can do something else, can't they? Like it doesn't have to end there, but the Roman Reigns title reign should. Oh, hi, mate. Hello. Yes, mate. This guy. My wife's absolute pride and joy. Sleeps on her pillow on her head. I'm not even joking. Hey, yep. Be professional, isn't it? Look at the camera. Look at that. You. I'm trying to watch some wrestling here. You know all about wrestling, right? You do it with Loki. You sit down. Good luck. I hope Pat McAfee is on commentary for the main event. Oh, that'd be ace, yeah. Xavier Malari is giving us some football results, I believe. Thank you for that. For those who need it, welcome to the stream. Stick around. Yeah, the show kind of feels like it's dragging. See, I'm actually having fun. Like, if we were doing a SmackDown stream, I'd be half asleep by now and falling asleep. Must be trying to save the crowd energy for when Sane returns. That's where Misfit's gone. He's preparing. He's the one letting off all them fireworks out there. Oh, cute dog being held by a cute man. You bet your ass. What do you think, Finn? What do you think? You're ignoring Logan Paul. You're not a Logan Paul fan? Okay. See, I can't reach my beer now because of you. Don't ever get between an Englishman and his kind of Bud Light. It's sweet American beer. Booyaka, booyaka. My wife is going to laugh when she realizes her dog is on the stream. Oh. Not liking that, mate. So, meet the newest member of the Gimme A Hull Yeah broadcast team. Nope. Loki's gone to the other room. He's had enough. I've never quite featured my dogs quite as heavily on a stream as tonight, but it is... I knew tonight was going to be hard work with the fireworks, and I knew they weren't going to like it. Rumours Batista's backstage. Is he really? I'm about to be joined by a cat now. Oh, for God's sake. I live in a zoo. Like, surely they've booked this match to do a ton of high-flying spots, you know? That weigh-in was hilarious, though, wasn't it? Remember the way? Like, I know Ray's a Hall of Famer, he's a legend, but he shouldn't do a weigh-in with Rey Mysterio. There's other ways to sell a match. Did they do it just because Logan Paul's a boxing dude? Is that the only reason why they did it? I don't know. Got a feeling you're a star. We're gonna get a lot more viewers because of you. It's like when Jess is on. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna do a stream at some point. Still need to okay it with the boys, but I thought it'd be funny to do a stream where I ask my wife loads of wrestling questions and we'll see how many she can get right. Like, let's see how much she listens to me. Let's find out. I think that'd be funny, you know? Rey Mysterio has his Mickey Mouse gloves on. Oh, those are just like the generic, like, white gloves. Yeah. Oh, boy. That's the only time you ever see me doing a Mickey Mouse impression. Oh. Swap cans. I like how Rey Mysterio has the word mask attached to his mask, just like in case he forgets. What's this on my head? Oh, right, yeah. What is my mask? Oh, thank God it says the word mask on it. You are welcome. I can't. It was more of a South Park Mickey Mouse impression. You know, when he's got like he's threatening Cartman with a chainsaw. Oh, boy. Oh, shit, it again. Oh, I swore. Oh, no. I know, Finley. I'm not allowed to swear. Not allowed to swear on the stream. Double told me off. Anthony won't. Doesn't care, but swears more than I do. YouTube, I get that one swear word because of the dog. Yeah? That buys me one swear word. So don't you dare demonetize me or we'll fall out or I'll come to your house and like scare your kids. There you go. I've threatened YouTube live on stream. I'm back to business, Michael. I have Logan winning. Yeah, me too. It's only because I don't kind of... Or, right. Oh, yeah, you're right, Michael. I've really just not bothered, have I, today? I really should. Let's do it now. Poll. All right, sassy. Yeah. I'm on it. I've got... Covered in animals, man. Right, let's do the poll first. So, who wins? It's all right, I think. So, who wins? Poll is live. Let's do a banner. You can jump down anytime you want. I'm not keeping you in. Rey Mysterio. Just, impulsive with the energy drinks that are overpriced and overrated. Lion salt, baby. Did you tell me you saw Rey Mysterio there? Tell me you saw. Was that... What the hell was that? Everybody saw that. What the hell was that? Was that planned? Not gonna lie, I can't stand Logan Paul as a person, but the man has talent. Look, I don't know anything about him as a person. I'm not gonna lie or care, but I think he's a good wrestler. Because I think a lot of people think I'm a Logan Paul stan when I defend him, and I'm actually not. I've never watched Impulsive. I've never watched any of his boxing matches. I think his energy drink is overrated and expensive. I couldn't care less about his YouTube channel or his weird brother or any of that. I don't care at all. But as far as being a WWE wrestler goes, I think he's great. I think he's brilliant. I just do. All I know of Logan Paul is WWE, and I like what I see. He might be a raging douchebag behind the scenes, but he wouldn't be the first WWE superstar to be one of them now, would he? I mean, I grew up in the Attitude Era. You had to be on your CV, on your resume. Are you a raging douchebag? Yes, welcome aboard. Isn't that right, Finn? He's never normally this good, by the way. He's normally been a nightmare. Pain in the ass. Oh, yeah. I knew, though, tonight would be the night everybody lets off the fireworks. Because tomorrow night, Bonfire Night, is a Sunday night, so people just aren't going to be bothered. Saturday night, what else are you going to do? Oh, observing stuff, yeah. So Rey Mysterio kind of like ran at him and just face planted right into Logan's crotch, and then just landed on the floor. And Logan just kind of stood there looking confused for a minute, and it was just really funny. And it looked like a botch. And I was actually worried about Rey for a moment. Hey, kid. Shall we do this every stream, Finley? Shall we do this every stream? Right. You can't rest on my arm. I need my arm to type stuff. Yeah, probably. It was like, it wasn't quite Titus World Slide level to, oh my God, that was the greatest thing ever. Do you remember that? I talk about it every time I had a drink. Just the best. I think, oh my God, that might have been one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. The guy's like 7 foot tall. I went, wee, that was in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? I just love how the commentators just fell apart. They all just died. And they say Vince McMahon didn't tell anyone off for their unprofessionalism because he was on the floor just pissing himself laughing. So apparently all of Gorilla Position, everybody there was just laughing. And I feel bad for Titus, but I think he saw the funny side, didn't he? How could you not? If that had been me, look, if I ever did something like that, I would want the world to laugh because it would be funny. Warrior Splash. I miss Titus. Yeah, he still works for the company. I think he's more of a PR ambassador these days, and he's one of the nicest blokes ever. So it makes sense for him to do a role like that because he's just a lovely human being, isn't he, Titus O'Neil? I've never quite understood his sea lion impression though. When he was like "Urrah, urrah, urrah," I was like, when you go to the zoo and you see sea lions going "Urrah, urrah," I just like Titus, stop, and he eats the hand thing like the flippers. So I've never quite understood that. I liked his matches though back in the day. When he actually used to go. I always thought they didn't utilize him enough, but that's classic WWE, isn't it? Really. Like he's a big guy who could move, unlike the Great Khali or whatever. Speaking of the Great Khali, Richard, where are you tonight? You said you'd be here. Guy I work with who knows him, Great Khali. Oh, Ray, nice. Oh my God, Rey Mysterio, the absolute goat. The guy's like pushing 50 and can do that. See, I'm pushing 40, and I couldn't I'm a few years away from 40. No universe could I do that. Still don't think Yeah, I was going to say, what if Ray wins and the LWO come out to celebrate with him, and then they turn on him, starting the feud with what's his chops? I forgot his name. Santos Escobar. Oh, Finley. Need you. Go on. I'm going to sit there. This dog. Still here. He's just there. looking around. I'm not being funny though. How awesome is this Fiend t-shirt? I'm never taking it off. It's my new favourite thing. Dom, look at my Fiend t-shirt. Look at that. Seeing Ray live is remarkable. Things in his late 40s. Exactly. Although I got a little bit, I can't believe I'm saying this, on Mania weekend, I got a little bit sick of his entrance because I saw it so many times. I saw it at the SmackDown, then at the Hall of Fame later, same night. I was jet lagged to hell. Next night at Mania, then I think, did he come out the other night at Mania? Yes, because the Hall of Fame thing. Then again at Raw, I was like, how many times have I sat through Rey Mysterio's admittedly awesome entrance this week? This show feels super long, yeah. Although I kind of miss the longer WWE shows. I do. I hate, in a way, that they've kind of cropped them and made them a little bit more bite-sized. I used to kind of enjoy it. I'm happy if they've got as many titles on the card, because the whole point of wrestling pay-per-views is the titles all get defended, you know? So I like it when they have as many titles as they can on a card. Like, I wish Gunther had been there today. Cultaholic saying Lashley versus Carlito added to SmackDown for next week. Yeah, that tracks, doesn't it? I suppose, with what they're doing. If it sounds like I'm in a war zone, by the way, it's these fireworks. If you're just, turning us on, you're wondering what is going on. And that was me opening another can. If you're counting, this is my third on stream. Oh, yeah. Are you happy there, dog? Do you want to go down? Are you all right? Well, Finley, you're a YouTube sensation. And you, Loki. I think my cat, I remember I did a stream once where the cat climbed up the back of this chair and then kind of like walked across my shoulder. But I got some pops. Normally, I have the door shut so none of the animals can get in. And Jess is fast asleep, so they're kind of all just wandering around in there aimlessly. Fast asleep. Is there an hi, say Siam Edits? Cool name, if that's your real name. If it is indeed your real name. Is there an Intercontinental Championship contender match next week? There is, mate. Yeah, I believe there is. But presumably the Miz is winning it because they're doing some kind of Miz versus Gunther feud, aren't they? I think that does make sense. And I think in order to do it, Miz does need to be the babyface in the feud, even if he isn't fully a face, because like in recent years, like Gunther is obviously one of the coolest IC champs we've ever had. But let's not forget, before all that, Miz holding that white strap, back when it was a white strap, was a regular feature on TV. Miz, when you think of the IC title, Miz is one of the guys you have to think of. So it does make sense for them to do this. Gunther has to win, obviously, but yeah, I think it does make sense for Miz to have a crack at Gunther. It absolutely does. I love long pay-per-views. I'm tired, though. I can only imagine how you guys feel every week. Yeah, mate, honestly. Yeah. That's why it's nice tonight. That's why I'm kind of chilled out tonight, because it's 7 p.m. It's, 10 past 7 p.m. There are hours in this day yet. Once this pay-per-view is over, there'll be other things I do. So normally I rush off to bed at 3 a.m. and I'm half asleep. So it's nice. Nice fall-away slam by Paul. Logan Paul is very impressive in this match. Certainly is. He's now punching Ray in the butt. Oh, let's go. Oh! What the hell? Oh my God! Sick. 1, 2. Nope. What the hell? Some cheeky little douchebag just gave him brass knucks. Who's that guy? Is that some other YouTuber? Do you know what? I sometimes think botches, as long as they're safe and, they're not risking somebody getting hurt, I think botches can add legitimacy. Look at this little gremlin creeping around the ring after the brass knucks. Someone tell me who the gremlin is. Hashtag identify the gremlin. Look at him. Like a budget golem. Who's this? Aha! Santos Escobar, dressed like Big Bird. Not real name. I was thinking. Escobar, go on, kill Gollum. Get him. Get the gremlin. Yeah. Don't put the brass knucks there, you idiot. It's the stupidest thing you could do. Rey Mysterio standing drop kick. I can't see a standing drop kick now without thinking of the kangaroo kick by MJF. Did he get him? 1, 2, 3. Boom! We have a new United States champion. And it's Logan bloody Paul. Sure, presumably we see a lot more of him on TV now. I don't know who that was. I've already told you, Michael. That's Gollum. Budget Gollum. I like how Cole keeps referring to him as a goof. Paul wins. Why would he put the brass knucks back in the ring? See, that is what everybody shouted at the screen when that happened. I mean, I'm into it. I am. I promise you I'm into it. Project Mayhem. I'm into it. There's a lot of people shouting at the screen right now. I'm not one of them. Goddamn stop. Logan wins. Yes, he does. Somewhere Lord Regal is happy. So Logan Paul holds the title of Sting and Ric Flair. And did Dusty hold it? And whoever else. No, because he was chasing off the gremlin, wasn't he? He was chasing off that little Gollum fella who was sneaking about, putting brass knucks everywhere. I think he was just so preoccupied in chasing that idiot away, he put the brass knucks in the stupidest place possible. Although, right, I have to say, I thought, legitimately, Logan has titanium knuckles from an operation from a few years ago. So what the hell does he need brass knucks for? Rey Mysterio lost a contact lens. Ooh, what's going to happen? Show of respect, or is he going to be a douchebag? Show of respect. Ray was well deserved. Yeah, interesting. I'm kind of into it. I've never seen it before. I've never seen something like this before, so I like it. I'm all right with the brass knucks thing, but why go through the extra effort of having Escobar involved? I think, Norma, it's the general idea here is so now Ray can kind of blame, or somebody at least can blame Escobar for that and say what type of an idiot leaves the brass knucks where he can get them. I think that's why they're doing it. It's to create tension within the LWO. Michael, loving it. Ray's fuming though. I think a lot of people are. Sassy will be spitting out a cigar right now and smacking whoever's next to her. Guys, I'm just gonna take a little quick 3-minute break to have a wee and make sure the animals are all right, and I'll be back with you for the next match. Oh, I won't be long. And I'm back with a dodgy hat. There we go. Let's fix that. That's better. So Bianca and Io has begun. Be interesting to see how this ends. Hopefully with Io retaining. After this, the main event, right? Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm missing anything. Sorry, but if you can't have female refs, female wrestlers, why can't you fly Samantha out there? Who's Samantha? Who's Samantha? I'm a bit unsure who that is. Oh, Samantha, the announcer. Oh, is there a problem with having a female announcer? What could possibly be the problem with that? Okay, I think Belair could win this. Very heelish way, so she could join Lash group. Oh, Lashley's appointment, like Lash Legend, like the metaphor in NXT. Shall we fix the brand, the banner? And we'll have Bianca Belair. This is Io. Boom. And wow, Rey Mysterio won the last poll, but only just by 52%. That's crazy. So let's start a new poll. Who wins? Finley's now by my feet. He's no longer on my lap. What do you mean? And it still sounds like the Battle of Britain outside. It's a bonfire night. What are we going to do? Again, which is tomorrow. Logan just came in WWE and Triple H just gave him a title. He beat Hall of Fame. He didn't deserve that. I don't know. I think he's been there a while, hasn't he? On and off, and he's done a lot of stuff. And it's not like he's been given the big one. I get there's a lot of prestige behind the United States Championship because of its, especially because of its WCW heritage. But they can't give him the IC because the whole Gunther story. They can't give him the Roman Reigns one, obviously. And if they gave him the new edition of the big gold belt, that would be even more controversial. So I think I'm open to it. I want to see where they go. Again, I defy anybody to name a bad Logan Paul match because I don't think he's had one yet. Until that day comes. Yes, he's a part-timer. But I don't know. It's not like he doesn't do any of the moves or can't go in the ring. He can, and he's a legitimate fighter in his own way. I know, like, most proper boxing fans will laugh at the idea of Logan Paul being considered a proper boxer, but the guy does legitimately compete in fights. So oh my god, I hope that's gonna hurt right on the coccyx. Oh, how'd you fake that? Anyway, but yeah, so I don't mind Logan Paul. I'm not a Logan Paul fan in any other aspect of life, but if I'm judging him purely off his WWE, sorry, he's good. I like Io's gear, even though the cheeks are covered. Flipping heck, I'm observing stuff. Bloody hell. Like to observe those, do you? Kind of want Io to retain, but wouldn't mind a heel Belair win. Yeah, I'm defo down for a heel Belair win. Just not yet. I don't. This sounds awful, but I'm still trying to get the taste of her last championship reign out of my mouth. I wanted Asuka to beat her at Mania, and it really wound me up when she didn't. I was so bored of Bianca Belair's title reign. But yes, a heel Bianca title reign at some point would be great. But we need a bit of time for her to flesh out that heel character, I think. But she's athletically, there's not many people better. There just aren't. She's incredible. She's just, if you could build a female wrestler in a lab, Bianca Belair would be it. So I'm game, but right now I'm not done with the IO's reign. I think a lot more has to happen though. After this is the main event. I know. It's been a good show. I've got no complaints, really. Totally forgot about Cody and who he's facing. Is it Finn or Priest? It's Priest. But you've got to believe Balor will be factored in some way because he's kind of conspicuous by his absence on the card, isn't he? Cody beat Finn like 10 times already. Yeah, I saw one of them in the flesh. House show in Liverpool. Were you there, Mark? Were you at that one? It was on the docks. You know what I mean? It was really, really like some venue on the docks. You'll know it more than me. But it was good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Ooh. But yeah, Cody and Finn Balor had a street fight that night. Cody won it. But the really cool moment was where Balor went for the too sweet. Obviously, with both of them being former Bullet Club guys, and and Cody kind of thought for a minute that they were never in it at the same time. But it was interesting to see Balor like try and zone in on their shared heritage and be like, "Come on." And Cody thinks about it for a second and it just hits him in his head. CM Punk will return. Oh, I've got bad news for you, Simon Edits. WWE have said no to him because he's a loose cannon, essentially. They can't trust him to not start attacking other wrestlers backstage when he gets into an argument. The guy needs a lot of help, I think, work on himself. And this is coming from a fan of CM Punk, does he need to go away now? But I don't think we're going to see him in WWE for a while. And if we do see him in WWE, it'll be a shock return at Survivor Series. He's also turned down an offer from TNA, which, from what I hear, was one of the most generous offers they've ever made. So either he thinks that offer is beneath him, he's got other plans, or, well, that, I suppose. Roman Reigns' LA Knight Championship match is up next, baby. I'll be up for a Jade and Belair match. I think, Todd, that is like a money match a lot of people want to see, but I don't know if it needs to be for a title yet. You know? Who's going to win the match? Roman Reigns versus LA Knight? I'm fairly confident, unless they swerve the ever-living crap out of us, I'm fairly confident that Roman Reigns is retaining by some form of shenanigans. They will need to protect both men, though, because both, like, Roman Reigns is the current biggest star. LA Knight is absolutely one of their future biggest stars. or present biggest, so they're going to need to, like they did with Cody, like they did with everybody else, there needs to be some kind of protection in place for LA Knight. Will Damian Priest cash in against Roman? It would be exciting. But I do think they're probably going to keep Damian Priest fixated on the big gold belt. Yes, it's NS Bank Arena, it's called. That's the one, mate. That's the one. Yeah, it was a good venue, actually. We had pretty good seats. My wife was well happy with how close we were to the front. She loved it. It was fun. It was a really fun show, actually. Only an hour for me to get there in the car. I didn't drink. I like to have a drink at shows, but because I was driving. But I think next, if I'd go there again. I think if they ever do a house show and that's the nearest place, that I will definitely go. But it was a really good house show. Oh, Bailey's here. It was a good house show because it was just a couple of days before Money in the Bank, so they were on their A game. And Cody versus Finn Balor was just the icing on the cake. A lot of other good matches as well. It was when Alpha Academy were just sort of cementing their face turn. They came out to boos at this show, but went back out to cheers. So that was interesting. Okay, Sam, will Punk go to TNA? Well, Todd, last I hear, he rejected their offer because he had made a counter offer to WWE. WWE said no again. So right now, he's not going anywhere. And considering he got fired from his last job for putting a work colleague in a head rush and in a headlock and punching him, I don't think I'd employ him in Walmart. Sorry, I think the man is a liability with anger issues, and I find the prospect of, like, I think TNA would be willing to take the risk because it would be a massive boon for them. WWE don't need him. WWE has been fine without him. Okay, we had the dark days of 2018 and blah blah blah, but I don't think WWE need him, so I don't think they'll be taking him back anytime soon. Again, I could be wrong, but put yourself in Triple H's position. Do you need him? What do you need him for? I'd be open to him. I'd be more open to him going to TNA than anywhere else, but not because I want any. I wish him any accolades, just because I think it would really help TNA get on an even keel with maybe AEW. Well, not an even keel, but it would be a great opportunity for them to cement their third place position. You know, like I'll say this about CM Punk, then we'll stop talking about him. I was upset when he left. I cheered when he returned to AEW. Absolutely cheered. Best day ever. I was frustrated by Brawl Out. I cheered again when he came back. And I cheered when Kenny and the Bucks came back as well. And then he messed up his second chance. No, sorry, he messed up his third chance. And I'm like, look, what else can we say to defend this guy? What more can I do? So I'm not anymore. I'm just, right now, CM Punk isn't a wrestler. And if he becomes a wrestler again, we'll talk about him. Until that day comes, he might as well be retired, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so Tinku Sabar says Roman Reigns win 100%, 100%, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Agree. Wow, Logan won. Yeah, I'm quite excited by it. I can see return of Randy Orton tonight or the Rumble. I think Survivor Series they've got him penciled in for, but that could always be rubbed out and rewritten. But yeah, they go Mark as well. Survivor Series is what people are saying. Gives him a bit more time as well. Don't need to shake the dust off and get ready because he had a nasty injury. Let's not forget. Bailey's there. Cody should get a United States title match. He may well. But I think we all know where Cody's headed. And it's straight to the head of the table. Will the Shield return after Roman lost titles? I can safely say you're probably never going to see the old iteration of the Shield again because the former Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, is working for AEW and has absolutely no intention of ever going back to WWE. His words, not mine. So, and I think they're doing other things like Roman Reigns just going back to the Shield would take a year's worth of storyline to book. What the hell? Is it Kairi Sane? I hope it's Bailey. That's Kairi Sane. Oh, come on. We all knew. You sound like Misfit. She looks amazing. What a sick outfit. Oh, she's just wearing a bodysuit because of Saudi Arabia, isn't she? Well, that's sick. She looks like she helping Io of the Sky Pirates, of course. The ref didn't see it. Didn't see the dangerous Josie come from behind her. The damage is done though, Bianca. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Kairi Sane is back. Io retains. But what does this mean for her status in Damage Control? Did Bailey know about this? That was a sick return. It was like a ghost coming out of a painting or something. It was brilliant. Oh, I know. It was, but yeah, like Kyrie saying, the reports of Kyrie saying coming back to WWE have been doing the rounds for a long time. In fact, no, we didn't get a press release about it. No, they wouldn't. They wanted it to be a shock, didn't they? But no, it was a. It's been reported pretty widely. But yeah, made total sense for. I'm glad it was this show. She looks incredible, though, doesn't she? That was almost terrifying. The way she kind of the camera angles they did there were very good. That was awesome. Sky Pirates is back. It certainly is. I thought you'd be happy. Oh, Bailey doesn't look pleased, does she? Interesting. Have we seen the end of Damage Control, do you reckon, guys? It's about bloody time, isn't it? Because I think we missed her, haven't we? Yeah. Bailey was like, what? See, I actually think it's a wasted opportunity that they didn't do something. I know you've heard me yammering on about this a few times, but do you remember Money at the Bank when Io won? And in order to win, she had to handcuff Bailey to it and literally climbed over her. So figuratively and literally climbed over Bailey to get the briefcase. And I just thought, like, the visuals, the metaphorical aspects of that were perfect for an awesome feud, and they never capitalized on it. Or maybe WWE aren't as didn't understand what they had actually done there. I don't know. I just thought maybe I gave WWE too much credit there. I did not feel sympathy for hitting Bailey. The question is, did Io know about in storyline? Did Io know about that? Does this mean, like, I mean, is she going to try and join Damage Control, or are we going to have like another JD McDonough situation here? Interesting. It certainly is. We've got the main event next, guys. Is this going to be a half an hour match, do you reckon? It's 22-8 in the UK right now. So if it's a 20-minute match, we're in like an 18-minute match or something. Yeah. You'd think, though, in kayfabe, Io would share that information with Bailey, though, wouldn't you? Bailey being the leader of Damage Control and all. But Io's the champ. So maybe she should be the leader. Obviously, this is the Bailey Io thing has been building for a while. Co-main event, yeah, if you want. As far as I'm concerned, this is the Roman Reigns is the main event in WWE. I don't care if he goes on first. That was good though. I was into that. Yeah, the main event goes on last, as far as I'm concerned. Be that the women or the men. Like Priest is great though. But I do think. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, yeah, you're right. We've got Cody and Priest. Them Roman and LA Knight. I'm so flipping tired. I forgot. We've got 2 matches left. We've got Cody next. Then we've got Roman Reigns. We'll finish about 8:30. This is good. This is good. So I'm half asleep, boys and girls. I remember when I was a freshman year, I told all my friends I was going to marry Kyrie, saying, lol, man was a young dumb simp. Well, at least you admit it. See, I don't do celebrity crushes. I never have. I've never seen the point because they don't know you exist. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never like, and I've been a journalist so long that being a fan becomes complicated sometimes. It's weird. Yeah, well, it's not too late. He still could, couldn't he? He still, like, something could happen. Like Cody said, didn't he? On Was it SmackDown or Raw this week that he's back on it? He's back on his game. He's back on the whatever it may be. So that suggests to me that Cody is now focused on Roman. JD McDonough's dead. There it is. Yeah, he's saying it now. Just nearly as long as one of Dan's streams. I love those creepy ring wraith kind of things they got going on there. Priest looks scary. How fitting for Halloween week. Halloween Havoc was all right as well, wasn't it? I thought night 2 was a lot better than night 1. Yeah, I think Sami Zayn is halfway to Beirut holding it at this moment in time. He's nicked Logan Paul's buggy and has driven off. Oh no, that guy in the crowd's got it. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy tonight, is he? Can't cash in without your briefcase, bro. Or can you? Because it's not your fault that some cheeky Canadian has run off with it. I was just seeing what my dogs are doing. They are cuddled up down by my feet. Ridiculous. Looks like my guy Dark Souls. I'm the only one who wants Priest to destroy Cody. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Cody will win because we need a big babyface victory, don't we? At the end, especially if Roman's beating LA Knight, because yeah, there's me before saying, correcting co-main event. It's like no. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Roman Reigns is the main event. But Cody in this spot of the card makes all the sense in the world. I think, though, Michael, he's going to destroy Cody regardless. I think Cody's probably winning the match, but I think he's still going to beat the ever-loving crap out of him. What if Roman retains and Sami comes out and cashes in, never say never? Interesting booking, but the problem is, Sami is just someone who's ran off with the briefcase. Him holding it doesn't mean he officially possesses it. Does that make sense? So it's like, if someone runs off with the belt, they can hold the belt, but they're not the champion. I think it's the same deal with the briefcase. All Sami can do is stop Priest from cashing in. He can't cash in himself unless he is the official nominated holder of the briefcase. It's not a case of possession. It's 100% of the law here. It's although Big Brother can change the rules whenever Big Brother wants, so we'll see. I think if that was the case, then the briefcase would become like the 24/7 title, wouldn't it? With all the jobbers running around chasing each other for it. Something, Cody Rhodes. Everyone says that. That's not the lyrics. Me and Dom have this WrestleMania. Me and Dom were having this out. Everyone's going something Cody, but they don't actually ever say Cody Rhodes' name in the song. I don't think. There's adrenaline in my soul. Every thought out of control. Do it all to get them off their feet. Crowd is here, about to blow. Waiting for me to start the show. Lights out, curtain up, I'm home. Whoa. I think that's it. I like Downstate. They're a good band. Oh. Bloody hell, Priest. Wait for the bell, mate. Cody gets beaten up all the time, doesn't he? Remember the whole Brock Lesnar thing? At least that went somewhere in the end. Ah, yes, because the Dark Order did it as a BTE segment. Yeah. I stopped watching Being the Elite. I started finding it a bit, I don't know, I wasn't getting anything from it, basically. And here's my unpopular AEW opinion. I hate the Dark Order. I thought they were good when Brody Lee was around, and it was nice when they turned babyface. Now I feel like they've lost so many members. I don't think they know what they know what they're doing with the. I think it's time for the stable to disband, really, because they've only got the boring guys left. Yeah, it was because it was a bit of a rotten gimmick at first, wasn't it? And then Brody Lee kind of saved it, like bringing Brody Lee in as the the divine leader of it was a really clever idea. There were all those cool segments with him, like, you're not allowed to finish your steak until I've finished mine, and how dare you cough in my presence, and all these weird digs at Vince McMahon, which I think is what they were. And then what happened. Ah, well, the shame is that we've lost a lot of nice and good and talented people in wrestling in recent times. Bray, Jay Briscoe, Brody Lee. I think they were the three most high-profile ones, weren't they? Hana Kimura, even that's still a goddamn tragedy, and a few others. Shad Gaspard, that was sad. Well, that was a really sad story. Absolute hero, though. See, I thought this was I got confused for a moment. I thought this was the main event. It's has been a long show. I've got used to WWE pay-per-views. What was the last one they had? What was the last one they had? I can't blame it on me being tired at the minute. Night of Champions, wasn't it? No, that was the last Saudi Arabia one. Fastlane. Yeah, I actually thought Fastlane only had 5 matches, didn't it? Yeah, I really wasn't a fan of Fastlane. I think this is a way better card. I'm way more into shows like this than shows like that. That just felt like an extended episode of Raw. I was not a fan. LA Knight will be the new WWE champion tonight, Andrew Drake says. I'm not so sure, Andrew, but I like your confidence. I think the big dog is walking out with that belt. I think he's going to win by shenanigans. Shad broke my heart. I met him a few months before. He's an awesome guy. Yeah, and him saving his son as well. What an absolute hero. Yeah, that was very upset. Even my mum found out about that. My mum always finds out if a wrestler's died. She always finds out and says, "Oh, I found out about that. Isn't it sad?" I was like, "How did you know about that?" I remember when I got the question, "Why do you like wrestling?" Oh, how long have you got? People seen Kyrie getting in the ring and did not give a hoot. People saw her. She waved at a camera. They might not know who she was. They might not follow Stardom or whatever. But she's worked there before. You would have thought, wouldn't you? And to be fair, you think they'd be looking out for her, wouldn't you? Because it was reported so widely that she'd be there. Or is that just in the circles that all of us operate in? The smarks like us, Are you tagging me, Michael? I like your Gimme A Hull Yeah t-shirt, by the way, Michael, that you put on Twitter. That was pretty cool. No, I didn't give a hoot. Oh, right. She was seeing the guy filming said, "Hi, Kyrie." Oh, good. At least he knows what he's doing. Oh, I see. How very confusing. I tagged the Gimme A Hull Yeah page with Ultra Pro Wrestling. Oh, I see. Oh, good. Yeah, good shout, mate. Yeah, good shout. Because no doubt I'll be forwarding an email about that at some point. That's how it usually works. I'll get my hands on that before release, like I did with Fight Forever. That was really annoying, that, because I had people saying to me, "Oh, I wonder what Fight Forever is going to be like," and I'm like, "Been playing it for a week." I do love my job, I must say. I haven't played it for ages, though. Actually, Fight Forever. What's really funny is we got offered code for WrestleSphere, and I got code from Deserto as well. So made sense for Dom and the boys to keep the ones we got for WrestleSphere because I already had one from work. So I said, so I think a couple of people got a copy. Oh, Balor's here. Uh-oh. Told you it'd be factored in. I feel like Cody and Balor and Rollins will be fighting for all eternity. I feel like they're and Balor and Rollins and Cody and Rollins as well, the three of them. Oh, it's JD. Oh, it was a pincer movement, but it failed because Cody's not an idiot. It's a lot. There's Moscow name. Cheers for. Sorry, but I don't understand that. You have to tell me that again. Speaking of Finn, and JD comes out as well. The Irish boys, the breakout Wicklow crew. Who's he pulling out? Dom. Is it Rhea? Come on, mullet boy, you gotta be quicker than that. Kid comes from the loins of Rey Mysterio and moves that slowly. Come on. Oh, really? Yeah, Uso. Who's feeling Usi? I think Jey Uso just killed the entire bloodline. Not bloodline, Judgment Day. That's right. You chased them, you angry Samoan. Yeah. He had a great match on NXT, actually, Dominic Mysterio. Really good match on Halloween Havoc. Dusty punches. See, you've seen me do Mickey Mouse impressions and punch the screen. No, it's been and had a dog on my knee. This has been a weird stream. I was watching some old legacy matches the other day, like Cody with Randy Orton, and my God, he was skinny back then. Like he's put on so much muscle when he went to Ring of Honor. You know, to get into. No, it was for New Japan, wasn't it? He wanted to compete for the IWGP, didn't he? So he had to put on some muscle in order to, fit into their weight class, which completely makes sense. Cover by the Dream, Cole. That's Dusty's, not Cody. Still fireworks going off behind me, and now my dog is snoring. Big man. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take a picture of him to show my wife when she's home. I swear to God, we go through this in the UK every year. fireworks go off, dogs aren't happy. I'll go on Twitter later. Do you remember Twitter? And there'll be loads of people like kicking off at the fireworks. I promise you. Or every year. They should be banned. See, I don't think they should be banned. That just seems a bit nanny state, but it's an awkward one, isn't it? Because it does scare animals. I just shut all the windows, draw all the curtains. I usually have the TV on loud, but because I'm doing this tonight, I can't really do that. It's been a great match. I like a bit of interference in the match, man. I'm old school. Go on, Cody. Yeah. Has he just had 3 crossroads? I think Damien Priest is dead, boys and ladies. Yep. Trendy #1 on Twitter, Crown Jewel. Nice to hear. Although, to be fair, so was Boris Johnson the other day, so don't take much. And Cody buries Priest with 3 crossroads. To be fair, I think it would have been more of a burial if he used 1. The fact that he gave him 3, that's how, it takes 3 to put the big man away. Cody, I always thought Cody was winning this. Just it makes sense, doesn't it? Like dramatically, storytelling wise. Rearranging this stupid hat. Made a rod for my own back, making this my gimmick. I just liked the hat. I can sympathise with what the hell's he called? AW. I forgot. Uh-oh. Main event time. How many fireworks have you got? Jesus. I swear to God, every house in this village is having a firework display. Can any of you hear them? Let me know. I'm curious, because they've been going on all night. And I'm wondering if you can hear them all. Bang, bang. You hear that then? Unified Gaming. Oh, it's Special Olympics, of course. Oh. I remember when we met LA Knight, it was bloody huge. Doesn't look it, but his arms were like pythons. They're enormous. I remember thinking, God, I've got to lift more. Look like this guy. Mine are coming on, but flipping heck, they're not on that level. Hey, Survivor Series 25th. War Games, babe. I flipping love War Games. I'm saying flipping, so I'm not swearing. I love War Games. But I don't like the idea of it being an annual thing. I think War Games should be, it should come out when it's a feud needs it as opposed to be an annual thing. I wonder if Ava will cost LA Knight the match. Oh, we're going to get his cousin to MLW. If they're not signed to MLW, then yeah. Oh, but yeah, there was talk of WWE and MLW having some kind of deal, wasn't there? Interesting. Yeah, I just saw a video. Fan was talking to saying, and the producer told the fan to shush. Nice. Okay, I think you guys do more fireworks than we do on the 4th of July. We seriously do. Honestly, like 4th of July has got fireworks wise. It's got nothing on bonfire night in the UK. It's you won't believe it. Like, obviously everyone has 4th of July in America. We don't celebrate the 4th of July because it's obviously we lost that particular feud. But and quite rightly as well, because I don't think anybody with half a brain in the United Kingdom these days looks back on our imperialist past with any sympathy, because I know I certainly don't. But But no, bonfire night is because obviously 4th of July, you've got loads of stuff going on, don't you? But bonfire night, it's all about fireworks and bonfires. So it's a bit morbid as well, the more you examine it with some objectivity. But at least you guys are celebrating your independence, quite rightly. We're celebrating. We prevented a terrorist attack, which is cool, but then we tortured those terrorists to death. And the whole feud was caused because they were the wrong religion in the first place, apparently. So, yeah, it's a bit grim. But you can't beat the smell of bonfire night. Like, it's a fun time in the UK because like Halloween's great, and then a couple of days later you've got bonfire night. It's all about like eating treacle toffee and going to firework displays, and it's fun when you're a kid. But when you've got dogs, like we live in the middle of bloody nowhere, but still, everyone from miles around is still setting fireworks off. And I knew they'd do it tonight. Like tomorrow night, there's a few on Friday. There'll be a few more tomorrow, but tonight, Saturday night, everyone's having a party. So if I was to go walking through the village now, it'd just be smoky as hell. That's why I walk my dogs nice and early tonight. And I'm not going to let the cats out until after 11. But it's, things have calmed down a bit. LA night, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Tozawa versus Nakamura. Interesting, isn't it? Like, but what are they? They don't know what to do with. To be fair, they don't know what to do with Nakamura, but they certainly don't know what to do with Tozawa. So, Todd, yeah, am I right in thinking you can hear these fireworks? Can you hear them all going off? It's been all night, hasn't it? Always lots of warnings for 4th of July on local news shows about dogs running off due to fireworks stress. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? I know we weren't here to talk about that, but what do you guys think about that? Obviously, the concept of banning fireworks seems a little bit, in our country and in your country, two countries that don't shut up about the concept of freedom because we're all so proud of it. It seems like the idea of banning fireworks doesn't sit right with me from that front. It seems like a little bit like, but at the same time, we also have a responsibility to our furry friends, don't we? So it's a weird one. Oh, right. I didn't know, Todd. I didn't know if, because I've got headphones on but yeah, some of them have been bloody loud. That's why I've been covered in dogs tonight. I'm looking forward to watching this back and seeing like how loud they are. Right. Has it been a predictable card, do you think, so far? I actually think it has been. I think it's been a good show. But I think I've been able to predict, and you guys, we've been able to predict every match pretty easily, quite accurately. So, blimey. Yeah, I think it's, in a way, it's been quite a safe card. They've spun the wheels a little bit. But because we all kind of know where WrestleMania is headed, and even if they swerve us now, even if LA Knight was to win here, that would still be the main event of Mania. They'd still figure out a way of doing that. Yeah, Norma, you're absolutely dead right there. I actually thought that's the one thing that surprised me. I honestly thought the Cena might win that one and not get murdered. But I'm kind of glad they did it in a way because it was quite shocking. Yeah, but other than that, it's been a fairly predictable card. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I don't think there's been a bad match. Rich Sharp, you're here. I was talking about you before. I was talking about you knowing Great Carly, so I was putting you over. Hey Sam, the Logan Paul win was a shame. No, I was for it. Not everybody here was for it, but I was for it. I'm actually curious to see what it is. Oh yeah, of course, Todd. It's not been like one of them we're going to remember for years to come. But it's been a good show, you know. If I'd watched it like properly on my own without streaming it, I think I would have really enjoyed it, and I will do that. But I think especially after me not attending SmackDown last night, I had to do this because all the other boys are busy, so had to be. Should have been me. LA Knight, yeah, bloody hell, Michael. There's a lot of H's. Give Solo a huge. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like it's a huge accolade, isn't it, for him to have as a young wrestler. Like he's going to be a star, Solo Sikoa. He's pretty good on the mic. He's very good in the ring. He has to work a certain style of match, but that's okay. He's never going to be like his brothers are, but he's a stockier dude, isn't he? He's a little bit shorter. He's a bit more built. Looks like a wrestler to me. Looks brilliant. And I like that he's a man of few words. Yeah, he's good. I think he's the future. Which I'll be saying, I mean, Ray didn't deserve the brass knuckle to the skull. Yes, he did. The best part was for the United Sky. But yeah, that was even though the heels and Kairi Sane has clearly come back a vicious heel, I'm kind of into it. They're going to be evil Sky Pirates. I'm game. This gives me Authority versus Daniel, but LA Knight is yet to fight right. He's in the ring as we speak, mate. The head of the table, Tribal Boy, is walking down. I've enjoyed their promos on SmackDown between each other. Really have. Plus, Solo took the mic from Heyman last night and talked for himself. Maybe big things to stuff him. See, I thought that too. I thought it was nice to see him step out of Heyman's shadow and be like, right, I'm going to talk to you, Cena. Because that take like standing in a ring with Cena is a big deal. Let's not forget, Roman Reigns once fluffed his lines speaking to Cena, and Cena quickly rescued the segment, but buried Roman going, yeah, this is called cutting a promo. You're going to have to getting it right if you're ever going to be the main event guy around here, kid. That wasn't even that long ago. Brian vibes. You might not win tonight, but it will eventually happen. Look, LA Knight will get a coronation, but it ain't going to be before Cody Rhodes's. Know that. The Cody Rhodes project is yet to begin, and when it does, there'll be room at the top of the card for others, like LA Knight. But I think LA Knight's destiny might be the big gold belt. I can see them taking that off Rollins at some point, sticking it on a heel, and LA Knight being the guy to take it off the heel. Or, sorry guys, do they have LA Knight to take that belt off Logan Paul now? Or is LA Knight the guy who finally takes down Gunther? There's a lot of opportunity now for LA Knight. It'll be one of them. Because as far as I'm concerned, and no, you don't need to agree, guys, but as far as I'm concerned, Gunther's title reign with the IC is easily on the same level as the big gold belt Seth Rollins is. Maybe not even more prestigious because of the way how they've booked Gunther and what they've done, you know? I still feel like the heavyweight championship that Rollins holds is finding its feet. I think, I feel like they've given it because Rollins is such a top star and he should hold it. But I'm ready for him to lose it. I don't think Rollins needs it. Someone like LA Knight might. It's like Drew McIntyre said. Look, look at it this way, Rollins. You're already in that, Hall of Fame. You don't need anything else. He goes, for me, it's everything. For you, it's just another title reign. So I love that. That's because that's so true. That 619 resulted in a zzz, asleep. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with Logan Paul. I'm into it. I am. Do you think they make LA Knight into a core champion brand in WWE like Cena was? I don't know if he's they're going to go that far. They're certainly going to capitalize on him while he's hot. But I don't think they're going to do anything to edge Cody out of the way. I think this sounds awful, but from an age point of view, I think Cody's got more longevity. And Cody is the new poster boy they want, where LA Knight is a happy accident. You know, LA Knight is like, oh shit, we didn't think this guy was going to get quite as over as he was. The plan was to turn Bray Wyatt into the number 2, have him be a top babyface, but a dark, avenging anti-hero. You know, that was the plan. Obviously, we lost Bray, and LA Knight has come out of nowhere. So I think a lot of those things have been kind of pushed over to him, really. Bang, that was a loud one. I think the best is Logan versus LA Knight. Yeah, maybe. Again, I'm actually what's great about this LA Knight thing is if you watch the Wrestling Royalty stream, me and Sporsy did, and we were kind of debating it, and we both had very, very different takes on where we think Mania is going to end up. And if I do say so myself, both are kind of fascinating if you look at the roots. But it was fun to book, but fantasy book at least. But I'd take mine or I'd take his tomorrow. You know, and I'm not just because I did it and my friend did it, but because it flipping out. Shall we have a look, see if we can see it? I'm not scared of the dogs though. I swear to God, that's like right over the fence. Nah, I can't see anything. Oh well. I agree, Todd. It's going to be a fun bout. LA Knight, Lisa Richard. Hello, Lisa. Says it's going to be a big win. LA Knight deserves a big win. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Lisa. You want to like and subscribe? That'd be pretty awesome. Every single person here started as a new face, and now we can't get rid of them. No, I'm joking. We're lost without you. Especially Michael. And Norma. And Misfit. And Todd. And Mark. Well, I'll stop. All here. Sorry if you didn't get a shout out there. Rishab, I deliberately didn't give you a joke. Kyrie credited IO Sky for saving a life once. Oh, wow. Once you had a life-threatening allergic reaction. You should always have a friend like IO Shirai. Oh, wow. Would you have the EpiPen ready or something? Oh, that's amazing. What you need is a friend like Dan Hargreaves, someone you can ring up at in the night and say, mate, I don't feel well enough to do my stream. Can you do it for me? And him go, yeah. All right, mate. Yeah. Hollywood Dan. Sorry, Hollywood Dan, we're calling him now. Sod off, Heyman. So yeah, Alfred Hitchcock looking ass somewhere else. Seriously, he does. Silhouette. Put him in a silhouette from the side and then look at the Hitchcock one. It's uncanny. Knight and Logan can both play dirty. Yeah, that's true. He's a babyface, though, isn't he, Knight now? He's turned over a new leaf. So definitely going to be fun. His promo as well. Yeah, oh, yeah, the promos they'd cut on each other would be sick. I'm going to get going. Have a great night, everyone. See you all Monday. Oh, all right. Oh, okay, dude. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, Michael. Do what we got to do. Hope you enjoy the main event. Surely there'll be some outside interference with this match. It'll be interesting. We'll see what direction it takes. Yeah, I mean, who haven't we seen? We haven't seen Jimmy Uso, have we? I think Jimmy Uso is the guy. We've seen Jey Uso come out and defend Cody. Who did Sami Zayn came out and defended somebody as well, didn't he? So the baby faces are all sticking together, which is nice. But yeah, I think Jimmy Uso costing LA Knight, and then they could kind of do Jimmy versus LA for a bit, you know. Oh, it's just more than Carrie saying. She held my hand in the ambulance. Continue to encourage me. It's thanks to you that I am who I am today. She's unquestionably IO that saved my life at that time, Carrie. Oh, so lovely. Yeah, I was giggling. I'm glad you saw it as well. They say that, when fans used to jump into the ring, they get flummoxed, was the exact word he used, flummoxed by the ropes because they think it's different to how you think it is when you're up in front of it, which is really interesting. So it's cool to see even someone like Heyman, who's been around it for decades, still kind of get it wrong. And there was a Royal Rumble, like that Royal Rumble where both Batista and Cena fell out at the same time. And, you know, it obviously before Vince blew out his quads, lol. Apparently that was caused by the ropes being too slick. So I wonder if that's an issue. Rishab, thank you for the 100 rupees, mate. Thank you very much. You know, the crowd's going to be chanting only one thing when the bell rings. LA Knight. Yeah, well, I think they are. They're very much behind the real Kavorka over there. Roman just gave the ref a thumbs up. Lol. I'll tell you what was great about Roman Reigns. When we were in London, you can see this on Peacock easy enough, but the camera doesn't cut to it as much as it was happening in reality. But when the crowd were chanting, stand up, if you hate Roman, stand up, and doing all of that, he was really playing back to the crowd. He was like, at one point, he sat down, like in a temper. Like, I know we saw him do that on camera, but he was really, really funny with the UK crowd. He was responding to everything. And because the action was often focused on the match, seeing Roman do all like that was fascinating. He was constantly quarreling with the front row. So in short, I always Kyrie's best friend for life. Don't tell Bailey or Dakota. He says blurring kayfabe with reality. Got an itchy head. Zane's got a new shirt already. Oh, is that what you've just tagged me in? On Twitter. I won't call it X. You can kill me. You can take my family hostage. I'm not calling it X. And one more thing, Elon Musk. Your Elden Ring and Diablo 4 builds suck. Go and read some of my guides on Deserto.com. That will help you. But you don't deserve my help. You climate change denying anti-vaccine prat. But anyway, no more of that. I don't know what it is. I love the idea of just being mean to Elon Musk. I feel like there's an alternative universe somewhere that if he and I had been in school at the same time, I would have stuffed him into a few lockers. Like, the guy's got billions of dollars, and I feel like that should be mine because I should have taken his lunch money at one point, you know? It's just a natural order of things, Elon. I don't know why I've got such a beef with Elon Musk. I think I'm doing it for comedy value at this point. So Kyrie Sane and I are going to have two other people join their group. It looks to be a full Joshi faction. Oh, awesome. Who's it going to be? So if it's going to be a Joshi faction, then presumably we're thinking Asuka. Could we have the Kabuki Sky Pirates? Oh my God, do the Kabuki Sky Pirates. Kabuki Warriors, meet the Sky Pirates. Because let's be honest, Kyrie Sane was part of both of those tag teams. Do it. Oh, hi, Dom. Update the poll. Yeah, you're right, mate. Sorry, I got distracted. God, I didn't do the last one. I'll be really bad at this tonight, Dom, doing the banners and the polls. I've been just distracted by dogs jumping. Like, we've seen some things tonight. You're right, it's the main event. Reigns versus LA Knight. He wants to do it. Right, that's the banner. Dom's telling me off for taking too long. See, I didn't even do the last one. I've been engaging with the audience, Dom. What can I say? Bianca Belair won that one, though. And let's be honest, we all knew who was winning that last match, didn't we? There was no universe where Damian Priest won that. Who wins? Roman Reigns. Jump on stream, Dom. Yeah. I'll put yeah, because I don't look biased. There you go. Do it. Come on, Dom. Jump on stream. You know you want to. And someone thought about Meiko Satomura as the fourth. Yeah, that'd work for me. At this point, it's like what Japanese? Obviously, if it's going to be a Josie, it needs to be a Japanese woman, doesn't it? I suppose. I was saying hi to Dom. Crone saying the next 6 months, Gunther is not allowed to leave the USA due to strict resident regulations during the time he's only allowed to perform in the USA. Oh, is that why? Is he going for citizenship or something? He probably needs it if he's going to work for WWE for a long time. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I know when we went to America, we got those visas, so we can now keep going back as long as we want. I don't know how it works, but I know we can go back for the next 3 years. Is that right, Dom? If you're still here, I'm always happy visiting, guys. I don't know if I'd live there. Always happy to visit. But I don't take that personally. I feel like that with everywhere. Must be some of the rules in out the chamber as well. Oh yeah. Unless they kind of get a handle on it, they could do. Read the super chat, mate. Oh, sorry. Is that the second one? Is that another one? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it. I thought it was the first one. Sorry, dude. I was busy getting told off by Dom. I've never been so involved in a story with LA Knight. I mean, a few years ago, it was CM Punk, but Knight definitely raises the energy in the room. And thank you for the second batch of 100 rupees there, Rishab. Thank you so much. You're spending your entire Deserto salary here on Gimme A Hull Yeah, and I'm not going to stop you. Oh, wait, is he still here? Visitor's visa for 2 years, I think. My work visa, for example, allows me to live and work in the USA for 5. Loads of different ones. So we got the visitor's visa, did we? Technically, though, we didn't go for work, though, did we, Dom? For ours, because we kind of went as fans. There's me walking through the airport with a WrestleSphere hoodie. Watching back Logan versus Mysterio. Logan actually saved Ray's neck. Oh, good. So there you go. The guy's great. I don't know why, people aren't on the LA Knight. Not the LA Knight. The Logan Paul train yet. The guy's amazing. Speaking of LA Knight. Oh, Superman punch. What are you doing tonight, Dom? Tell us what you're doing tonight. The crew haven't seen you for a while, so they all want to know. I bet you're cuddled up with Emma. You're doing this on your phone. You're watching the pay-per-view in bed, and you've got your dog with you because he's scared of the fireworks. I had Finley on my knee before, Dom. Honestly, he was on the stream for ages. He wouldn't get down. Oh, he's just jumped up. I think my wife's home. You can get me a beer when I come to the UK in January, and I'll get you some Indian food from Carly's restaurant. Deal. Where are you coming, though, Rishab? Where are you visiting? Oh, I think Jess is home because my dogs have just gone ballistic. Yeah, she's here. Yeah, where are you visiting, Rishab? Do tell me. Woof, woof. Mummy's home. It's been a very informal stream. Has to it this time. I'm going to shout across to Jess and tell her that, yes, it's the last match, but this pay-per-view is still on. It's a long one. Oh. Here comes. I'll speak to her later. I'm way more curious about where Rishab's coming. Rishab, where are you coming? Respond. And thank you for the super chat. Oh, LA Knight. That was ace. LA Knight was like Spider-Man there. Oh, thanks, Tom. London, downtown. My friend lives there. He's in a metal band coming up for the shoot documentary for them. So absolutely meet you, James, whoever's up for some Indian food. The issue, maybe, mate. The issue is I'm nowhere near London. I'm in the north, in the northwest. But we'll see. Because I know James isn't far from there, because he's in the south. But we will see when the time comes. We'll find out, mate. We'll find out. Is it just me? It's a blood in LA Knight's mouth. I would have, yeah, maybe. And Jimmy Uso has arrived. Solo's out, so is Jimmy. Yeah, so they're both run out. Have a good one, mate. Great work. Thanks, Dom. Are you still here? Was I right? Are you guys watching in bed with the dog? I want to know. I want to know if you're in bed or not. Observing stuff says, I love chicken vindaloo. Oh, it's too hot. Vindaloo's too hot for me. And I hate the bloody song. I'm more of a Madras kind of guy. Although my friends used to call me Korma Boy. I'm not joking. I actually have a rugby shirt with Korma Boy on the back from a stag night I went on. We'll take lots of pictures. Also going to get some Hull Yeah merch from you guys. I'll drive down there. All right, mate's got a car, so drive. Oh, okay, it's a hell of a drive, but yeah, mate, that sounds good to me. I like korma if I spell it right. Oh, see, I want a korma now. I love korma. Sammy may show up and use the money in the bank as a weapon. Yeah, I think that makes way more sense than cashing it in. Roman Reigns win 100%. I think you're right, Tinku. I'm glad you're still here. Do you think Dom knows how lax I've been with the polls tonight? I've been really bad. It's been like an episode of SmackDown. See, I need Hassan. Without Hassan, I'm lost. I don't know if you're still here, Dom, but Hakeem was back the other night. Your nemesis. Yeah, chicken tikka masala is gorgeous. I do like curry. I adore Indian food. Might have to get Indian food now. I know I'm thinking the exact same thing. It's got me hungry. Oh, yeah. Restaurant near me does like a buffet on a Sunday, and it's just incredible. It's like 20 quid, all you can eat. Absolutely amazing. Is Roman putting him out? Has he got him? Not over yet. Although Heyman has those things like rosary beads. LA Knight's kind of tapping behind Roman's back. Is he tapping or is he... I think he's just letting the ref know he's awake, isn't he? I don't think he's tapping. Bloodlines, all-time wins. They might run out of time at WrestleMania. Yep, I got a place called Taste of India, less than 5 minutes away from me. You will stop making me so hungry. It's your fault, Rashad. Next weekend, I'm going to meet Carly and watching a major state-level wrestling match in his academy. Natalia might come there too. He's talking about it with his promo team. Oh, right, that's awesome. Get lots of pictures. I love how Jimmy Uso is running around in bright red clothing. Like, it's not the best camo, mate. Oh, this is where LA Knight's going to go wrong. He's going to go after Uso. He should keep his eyes on the tribal chief. Come on, Jay, where are you? Super kick your brother's head off. You can't hit him. He just right. I'm not being funny. Jimmy Uso just tried to hit LA Knight. If that you're going to get your cousin. Oh, you want to get your cousin disqualified, don't you? Then he retains. No, before ref checked. Yeah, I'll call you when I'm there. Make you talk to the guy. I'll be sick. Do it. Remind me though before, so I'm not like asleep or doing something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's blood up the side of LA's eye and his mouth. Yeah, he's taking a beating, hasn't he? Oh, fail. Put him through the table. Nice. All I know right now, Rishab, though, is I want curry and I want it now. I ate hours. Do you know what I ate before this stream? And that was like 3.5 hours ago. So no wonder I'm hungry now. If Daniel Wiley was in here, he'd be trying to go get kebab or something, Sam. Starving. We'll have to eat something when this is over. It's only 8:30 though. 1, 2, 3. Got him. And we saw way more of that security guard's crack than I wanted to. Tell me you all saw that. Spear. He's got better at doing the spear, Roman Reigns. I thought his spear used to be a little bit flimsy in his Shield days. Now he's quite savage with it. Roman did indeed win. And the fireworks have started again. Oh, here we go. We're going to see the spear and the crack again. You are surrounded by animals. Right. Roman Reigns retains. We all knew he was, but, because we know what at this point. But it's a classic Roman Reigns match, isn't it? Like, someone else is always the better man. But due to interference, he wins. Like, I feel like they're going to keep doing this now all the way until Mania. One second, guys. I'm back. Sorry. Turns out she's got pizza. So I was like, whoa, what's going on with that? Wait right there. It's not curry, but pizza will do. Now Reigns will be off for 6 weeks. You know it. He's not going to be at Survivor Series, word on the street. Okay, I guess fireworks are cheaper in England than the USA. Maybe. Mate, nothing's cheaper over here. Nothing. I'll tell you now. I do think we are just a little bit obsessed with Bonfire Night, though. You're joking. They play part of the it's old music. That's funny. I think the sound guy just got sacked, didn't he? That's funny. Oh, if you can hear something, by the way, Todd, that's not fireworks. That's our kettle, which might as well be a bloody firework. I think that's the noise you can hear. Now we've got a nice little package up to do. It's been a good show, though, hasn't it? I'm going to get off quite quickly because I've been here for 3.5 hours, and if I don't eat some food soon, my internal organs are going to cannibalize themselves. Oh, there's fireworks. I will go match of the night, though. I think Rhea Ripley was the performer of the night, 100%. Match of the night. Was it Cody and Priest, maybe? I don't. There's been so many on this card, hasn't there? I'm trying to think. What do you think? No, do you know what? I'm going for going for the Solo Sikoa thing because it's the only thing that shocked me. I give that 7 tonight. Yeah, see, I'd give it. I'm going to be a bit more generous than that. I'm going to give it an 8 because it wasn't like that didn't blow my mind, but I think some cool stuff happened. I think it was a really good pay-per-view. It was an 8. I feel like 7 is a bit average. I know 5 is going to be the average, but whoever gave something 5, who was that guy? Can someone tell me who he was? I'm going to have to watch it back and find out who the hell he was. There's a lot of cool stuff happened. It did move the needle, didn't it? So, yeah, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to be more generous than you guys. But I am going to thank you for joining me. Hollywood Dan will be back on Monday night for Raw, I imagine. But yeah, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Oh yeah, let's see who's going to play us out. See, Dom will be like, come on, Sam, this is the worst outro you've ever done. But it's, I need food. Right then, guys. So thank you very much. Let's see who's playing us out.
Hey, this is Raven, and thanks for listening to the Gimme A Hull Yeah Wrestling Podcast. Quote the Raven, nevermore.